Yeah.
Country as hell too, boy.
Yeah, he'll be here June. My homeboy sent it to me today.
Yeah, I like
he'll be
him
in
a lot.
Nashville June something. But we got an Airbnb in Atlanta. We went to both shows. We was only going to one, but the show was so good. We went to the show the next day.
I would love to go. I ain't never seen him live.
I lost my voice for 2 weeks.
Last person I seen live was Erykah Badu.
When she was here this recent
show.
time?
That's a good show.
I seen her in Kentucky.
Oh.
Hey, Chris,
I've only seen clips of her. I want to see her.
Giving you that energy. Like, he played, what's that, he dropped it right after he played it in Nashville. Shit, I can't think of the damn name of the song. Hold on.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Like, he got some real good content.
He one of the few that I could play in the barbershop and don't have to skip nothing, and it's not offensive to nobody.
Right, because he don't really curse. He cursed, but it's not. You wouldn't even pay much attention.
Somebody else's Killer Calleon. You listen to him?
I ain't never heard of him.
He hard. He out of Houston too.
Okay.
Hard.
Oh, we live too.
And that's where, you know, he's influenced by Houston with UGK, of course.
So you don't need to open the other one.
Yeah, I fuck with the Houston rappers.
I do some of them.
I don't know many bad ones, because Flip wasn't bad. He just got.
I can name a few.
Okay.
I can name a few.
We're about to get started, y'all.
I can't listen to more than 3 Yellow Beezy songs before I get.
Okay, he's from Houston. I know.
I want to say he's from Houston. I know he's from Texas.
Hey, I need you to be about
like that. I listen to the "That's on Me, Baby." Like,
yeah, but if you listen to it back to back, it'll piss you off.
Yeah, I don't listen to it for his verse at all.
It's the chorus.
It's the chorus and everybody else's verse.
Hey, that's how you know your voice annoying if we just listen to you for the chorus.
That's it, because they especially the remix, they snapped on the remix.
You stopped it? I just did. Okay, cool.
But he got some good music too, though. That's the thing. Annoying. He got good music.
See, I ain't really heard nothing much more than the singles.
Hey, I need you to be about we. If you put a limit on your love, then count me. Girl, I know my selfish ways be OD, but I just express in ways you don't see. Yeah, and you should know that I'm about you. If this ain't the way to love, then show me how to. Cause I'm not afraid of breaking all rules. I say what I sound, said to sound cool. And I'm not the type to settle up. You know my level up, nothing about me regular. Girl, I can get it on my own, I'm forever up. But I'd rather have you hold me down like a Reddit does. Are you the type to stick around for whatever comes? I'm not no nigga you just found, I'm a one-on-one. Yes, it might be some ups and downs, but I never run. It might be later, might be now, but it's more to come. Said it's more to come. I need you to be about me. If you put a
he went on the YouTube to check to make sure he was fly. You know I gotta stay fly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you should know that I'm about you. If this ain't the way to love, then show me how to. Cause I'm not afraid of breaking all rules. I say what I sound, said to sound cool. Hey, you know they can't distract me, better not distract you. Might spin a block, but you the one I double back to. This ain't no joke, I got that dope, you might attract you. Don't want no smoke when I'm the folk, I'd rather match you. Respectfully, you be checking me, I get at you. A little crazy, but baby, don't be irrational. Ay, I just talk a little different, she understand, no. It ain't never no pressure that we can't handle. I need you to be about we. If you put a limit on your love, then count me. Girl, I know my selfish ways be OD, but I just express in ways you don't see. Yeah, and you should know that I'm about you. If this ain't the way to love, then show me how to. Cause I'm not afraid of breaking all rules. I say what I sound, said to sound cool. Oh, and you must be used to these lame ass niggas, always running game ass niggas. I ain't tryna paint that picture. If I had it my way, I would be cozy in the Maybach with you, acting like I ain't that nigga. Yeah, but you know what's up with me, and luckily you stuck with me. I need you to be about we. If you put a limit on your love, then count me. Girl, I know my selfish ways be OD, but I just express in ways you don't see. Yeah, and you should know that I'm about you. If this ain't the way to love, then show me how to. Cause I'm not afraid of breaking all rules. I say what I sound, said to sound cool.
All right. You got another one, Boom, or we about to jump on into this thing?
You ready to jump on it?
Give me one more.
I want you to
I know you got something in the chamber.
With nobody else. Label me a stingy nigga, something I can't help. Yeah, fresh out the Vicky, we gon' play the cause you dealt. I
gotta
got
brace
with the 50, hit you right
I don't
below
think
the
we ready
belt.
for the show.
All I needed was a chance.
That's what you want right here? It's another one.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Fall
Okay.
off, I'll be back again. Cause I ain't satisfied with calling you a friend, yeah. Soon as we hang up, I'm calling you again.
Ooh, what's
Ain't
this?
a fight, love, look, girl, I'm
That's
all
your
in.
boy.
You got
That's
that double
him?
back, you made me come
I'm gonna
again.
put that one on my list.
Talk that talk and make me run and tell a friend, don't fuck a mind, no. I go 5150. Don't get out of line, let a nigga try though. Ay, if I get out of mind, it's gonna be a trial. You ain't gotta wonder why though, cause you know I'm selfish. Tell me it's nobody else's. I know it ain't healthy, but sometimes I can't help it. Ay, you know I'm selfish. Tell me it's nobody else's. I know it ain't healthy, but sometimes I can't help it. Ay.
My, you keep talking like you body. Lies, let me set your shit on fire. Ain't gon' do it like I do unless it's my. You know I'm used to sharing bitches like they Wi-Fi. I ain't gon' hold you, let me beat it like I'm old. Just like Joe do, I wanna get to know you. Can't control you, I ain't gon' do no wrong to you. They won't fool me, promise I won't make it home to you. So focus your attention this way. You ain't got no attitude, it's just your bitch face. Bust you down with all this water like my fish tank. Break you down and my daughter, now we lit, babe. Had a bitch a piss, babe, now I'm naked.
What up, JB? I see you live.
And now you pilot. You want that bag, and I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna drive it. Keep you on my side like in my Glock. Y'all treat me like I'm pop, but
You know I'm selfish. Tell me it's nobody else's.
I think it's gonna land on Karma first.
It's not. It's your turn, actually. I had two, she had two, he had one. It's your turn next.
Yep.
I don't think so.
Hey, you next. Like you said on life, we next.
Mine don't count. I'm just hosting.
Wait, your name ain't on there? I know you lying. It's not on there for real?
Nah,
It's on there.
Oh, I was about to say.
He on there.
I'm gonna pass mine to you.
What's your, oh, we can do that?
Oh yeah, you can pass it.
Ah, yeah, right.
Take a shot.
Well, you at home, so you cool
I'm
anyway.
answering all questions. I want all the smoke tonight.
You want all the questions? Okay.
No, I didn't. No. That's not what I said. Whatever land on me, I'll answer it. Is what I said.
All right, now y'all heard it. She
No
said
matter what
it.
it is.
Whatever land on her, she
Okay.
answered. Yeah.
So we
No matter.
Hold on, let me.
Right.
I might need a drink.
Well, with that being the case, let's go ahead and get the show on the road.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
holla at me this weekend though. Yeah. Peace.
Yes.
On second thought, wait a second.
Hold up. Wait. Wagwan made man.
Oh, close it.
He said big up to the rest of y'all on the panel.
I saw.
You saw him? You ain't speak back? Ooh.
I did. I spoke first.
Oh, did you?
That's
No,
what
no,
the big
Got
is.
you. I don't see it.
Yeah. What you don't see?
That's because
Oh, sometimes like
trash.
Oh. Why we taking shots at my phone?
Y'all took shots at me.
Oh, okay.
I'm
you
just
did.
shooting back. I'm
It's just
retaliating
okay
shooting.
for sure. That's what we're doing tonight. Shot for shot.
No.
Shot for shot.
Shot.
Uh-oh.
Shot.
Shot for shot?
Yeah,
All
shot.
right.
Say
Shot for
less.
shot.
So I owe you one.
Say-
Talk about my phone. My little 8. It's all right.
Oh.
I can't get rid of the home button. I can't.
Why?
I need a home button.
For
It's
what?
so much more convenient.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, because there's no. It's
It's
home. It's
so
already
much
you
more
already at home.
convenient.
Like
Your
you don't need no button.
home button probably got crud all in
It don't actually clean my phone. I ain't one of them. I take the case off every week.
Yeah.
We ain't
All
got
right.
to
Is
take
it
off
not
nothing.
more convenient?
Hell yeah.
What's
Way
that?
more
I
convenient.
need a home button.
All
that
right,
old
let's
people
get it
shit.
in.
That's what it is.
It's all right.
She like the
I need the
clicking.
rotary dial.
And listen, I'm one of them. I don't even drive the interstate. I own it.
You buy poppets
I
too.
know what you was trying
What
to
is
say.
poppet?
Poppets, the little anxiety things.
Yeah,
No,
them
I
little-
don't have
my daughter-
anxiety.
I-
How
my
you
daughter
how
is
get
that.
anxiety from one to hate
knew you
home
were
button?
doing
Pop it, pop it, bro. My daughter, every time she see him, she got to get him.
I'm like, what
No.
is
I
this?
think you
Like,
got to turn down.
this is
Oh,
fun
no.
to y'all.
Ooh, I should have left you.
And she loved
Without a
it.
dope beat.
Put 'em in a
Step
bathtub
2.
and then-
Step
We'll go ahead and try again.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2. R.I.P. to Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah.
Daughter named that thing.
What up, like a bug? Made man in there.
To
have your way? Would you give up or try again? If I hesitate to let you in, now would you be yourself or play a role? Tell all the boys or keep it low. I say no. Would you turn away or play me off? Or would you say, oh, she don't see?
I know she's supposed to be coming out with the album or not an album. I think some songs like yeah. I think some people supposed and he's supposed to be letting other projects that people that have used her vocals. So it's supposed to have some other stuff coming out. Like I like that Chris Brown song. Don't think they know.
That was nice. That was very nice.
Like that was nice.
I love that one.
It's just sad. She would be so just on a whole other level.
Left Eye was like Tupac, female version of Tupac to me. Like, she was spit.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, I can see that.
Real shit. She just, I hated that she didn't get to showcase her skill and talent. But even on the radio, they don't never play her verse.
Yeah, really.
Ever.
What, on No Scrubs?
On all the songs that she was
Because she
on.
was in jail, you remember, she burned the house down. Yes, that's why. So they recorded a lot of them without her.
That is not why they
But she got so much music, they just erase her from the albums.
She was in jail.
I'm talking about before that. They just take her off.
Why is that?
Waterfalls, No Scrubs.
She was in jail.
The Donnell Jones.
Since we ain't going to jail, make them stop.
She had to record it afterward. They recorded without her. It's on their documentary. So when she got out of jail, then she recorded her verses.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that's why she's not on the album. The album was done. She had to do it when she got out of jail.
And then they re-released the album or what?
But no, these are singles that we're talking about. The singles don't play. It's rare that they play her verse on the radio.
But do you think they probably playing those pre-recorded versions of
it? Exactly.
That's what they're doing.
Well, how do we got them? Because I listen to them all the time. That's the only way I listen to it.
Big facts.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and y'all ready to kick
R.I.P.
things
to
off?
them. Yeah. We ready.
Get ready for takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're listening to Look Who's Ratting Now with your host, the baddest man in the podcast land, Artiste Cologne.
And you know who it is. It's Mr. COLON. And joining me tonight, and every night, of course, is blood of my blood, my mama's sister, son. It's Mr. Boom and that thing, man.
What's up?
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad you're here, Mr. Boom.
I'm glad to be here, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me.
No doubt. No doubt.
Not angelic with it.
Man, no doubt. And also joining me tonight, we got your good karma over here in the corner.
How y'all doing? I'm ready for this special episode. Y'all got me drinking tonight.
Yeah.
So y'all know it's special.
Definitely. Don't give it all away yet. Of course, we got Charity the model in the building. How you doing?
I'm amazing. Hope you guys are doing wonderful tonight.
Definitely doing good. We got another model.
No, go ahead.
Got another model sitting right next to her. Echo the model in the building. How you doing?
You see it? I'm in here, oiled up, so it's gonna be a good show.
Not oiled up.
Oiled all the way up.
Man, ready to go. And of course, to the right of me, my right hand man, Shada Barber in the building.
Hey.
Coming with that fire. So tonight we got a special episode, man. We are doing Valentine's vibes, and we're gonna do something different. For the people in studio, we're gonna have a wheel, and we're gonna spin the wheel. If it lands on you, you get that sound clip. You don't know what it is. It's random, and you got to answer it first.
All right.
No answer? Add a shot. Add a little something to your cup.
And when you say answer, you mean like questions, just respond.
Or respond. Some of them will be questions.
Your take.
You know.
Pretty much.
Yeah, your take on it. Yeah.
Right.
Got to give it something.
That means y'all really been digging into these clips.
Well, we did a little something.
Yeah, it's a special show.
Definitely. And of course, you at home, if you want to play along or respond to any of these clips, you can call in at 615-900 4647.
Am I that oiled up to where I missed Shot
900.
Barber's introduction? Did I miss it?
You did.
Yeah.
You oiled up.
I said,
Fully oiled up.
I said my right hand man.
I prefaced it though. I prefaced it. I said I'm oiled
Fully
up.
oiled up.
Yeah. He in there already.
Yeah.
He ready
And
to
it's
go.
just
though.
the beginning.
Just the beginning though. Oh, definitely. Oh man, me too.
Midget.
Oh, we good. The two shortest on people in there trying to pass some. For sure. So let's see who gets this first one, boom. Let's see who gets this first
Shot
sound
of Barbara.
clip.
Shot of Barbara.
Karma.
Shot. Look at this shit. Look at this setup.
I told you.
This shit big
Close
for
but
you.
no cigar.
Charity the bottle.
Charity, you up.
See what I'm saying?
See, I set you up. I know
Oh, let
they
me
set you
get
up.
that,
If you need backup, just tag me in. I got you, okay? I got you.
That's a call in. Yeah, my bad. You want a little white? Yeah, all right.
Y'all ready
Charity
for the
D'Amato
clip?
gets the
Let's
first clip.
go.
All right.
Let's
Let's
do
go.
my mic.
Love a challenge. She doesn't want to be with somebody that she feels like everybody can get him. It was easy for me to get him. You would think the opposite. So you would think like if you make yourself available and be easy and all that shit, she's gonna like you. Well, this is wrong. Women like a challenge.
What do you think, Charity D'Amato? Do you think women like a challenge? They don't want the guy who's available and ready and does everything, Mr. Nice Guy. They want a challenge. What do you think?
That might be in her opinion. My personal experience when I am in life, I'm not opposed to a Mr. Nice Guy. I think when I was younger, you know, the popular guy, the guy that was flashy or the guy that was known or might have money or certain materialistic things was appealing to me. Now that I have matured, it does matter to a certain extent, but what matters to me more than anything is a guy that really wants to be a provider, that treats me, you know, with a certain level of respect because I am a mother, you know, really is in a position to want to be a role model for my children and really is more into my kids than me. So, you know, I'm not opposed. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but just me, from my perspective, I would love a Mr. Nice Guy. That turns me on more than anything at this level.
Wow.
Yeah, she different. She different.
Definitely different. Anybody else want to jump in on that?
I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that either.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Are they capping or are they just throwing us off?
She not
tonight?
she ain't capping.
She's
She
just
different.
different. Yeah,
That's
she's
coming
just
straight
different.
from her.
Okay, we
I
like
can
that.
respect that.
That was dope. Really do like that. No doubt. What about you, Carmen? Got anything to say about that?
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, you don't want to talk?
No, hold on. What's the game? You
If
answer.
it lands on you.
Did it land on me?
We can
No,
talk
no,
about
no,
it.
no,
You can talk about it. Yeah.
But she
You
can also,
have to
she
answer.
can
You
also
like a
choose
challenge?
not to talk about
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Not
she
get
can choose
penalized
that.
for it.
Yeah.
I got your back.
That's my choice.
See, I got your back.
Hey, that ain't nothing to even talk about.
That's
What the
right.
fuck she talked? What she said that was some garbage anyway.
We starting early.
Yeah.
When does women
It
want
was
to
just-
work for some shit?
Oh. Uh-oh. You trying
Oil,
to
the oil is here.
Oh shit!
I think the liquor hit his stomach. It's in his stomach
Man,
right now.
it's in there.
It's in the bloodstream. It's already
there.
taking
Damn.
its course.
It's moving around already.
He's smooth with it though. I guess it's when he put that leg up.
Yeah, with the you know what I'm talking about. You see him?
Footwork. You ain't got this. All right, ready for the next one?
All right, let's jump into that next clip.
Go.
Not clip. I'm so used to that.
Nando.
Let's see who gets it. Yeah, it's gonna be boom.
Ooh.
Hold on.
It's rigged. It is rigged. I feel like boom set me up.
Let's see. You ready? Here we
Yep.
go.
Who cheats more in your opinion? Men or women? And then say why.
This is
perfect.
Even though our sex drive is technically higher,
Mhm.
it's everywhere. Like we can get sex from anywhere. Like sex kind of
Anytime, anywhere.
yeah. Like for guys, it's kind of hard to get sex sometimes.
Oh, it's tough out here.
So I definitely feel like men
March.
cheat more because it's like when it's right in front of your face, you guys are just like, okay, I'm gonna take it.
I personally think Women, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have female friends and they be mad sneaky. And I'll be looking at them like, yo, hold on, you really gonna do that? And they be like, girl, he don't know. He's not like really my real babe, but he's like, my pretend babe. And I'm like, real babe, fake babe, whatever the fuck it is, babe. Like, that's your nigga. Like, what are you talking about? So it just be throwing me off. Like, niggas, they'll get caught, don't get me wrong. But girls, they don't get caught because we sneaky.
Who cheats more in your opinion? Men or women? And then say why.
Oh, shit. I didn't want this one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I didn't want this one.
Yeah, you lucky you didn't get my opinion because
Well, you'll probably get the next one.
That's rough.
That's tough, right?
Take a shot.
I know.
Calm down, shit.
You got some options over here. You got Crown. You got Parmesan.
Can I phone a friend? Please tag somebody in.
You can tag,
Man.
but you have to take a shot to tag.
I don't want to take that right now. I'm gonna have to say women. I think women cheat more than men, and they're better at it.
I agree.
And that's why they do it, because they're better at it. You know what I'm saying? They're better at it. You can't tell.
And they don't have to do nothing to I mean, all they got to do is say, yeah.
Yeah, if you try to go on their phone, you insecure. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot more options. It's easier for them to do it. So I'm gonna go out there and say women do it more.
Men got to put in efforts to go cheat.
Got to put in work.
Women just got to be.
Like the first chick said, it's out there. It's available. It's free.
There.
It's ready.
If she wants,
You know
all
what
she
I'm
got to do is
saying?
open her inbox.
Yeah, and it's right there for her. Let's see who today.
Yeah, that one.
There you go. Let's give him a try.
Damn.
What do y'all think though? Who do y'all think cheat more, men or women?
Hands down, women.
Women.
Hands
there you
down.
go. I agree, man.
Women.
Yeah, it's gotta look. The women quiet though. Y'all
Especially
want to
the
talk?
younger they are, the more, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saving all my energy for when I get that wheel.
Yeah, y'all gonna make it a fast show. Yeah, ain't got.
We got Orlando in the chat saying that he think women cheat more because they are smarter and at not getting caught.
I don't know about no.
There you go.
Well, I guess that go back to saying sneakier, smarter.
Sneaky. Yeah.
Cap, there's a difference.
There's a difference.
Come on, what's the cap? What's the cap?
Sneaky and smart is two different things.
Yeah, smart. Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm trying to rephrase. Maybe you're sneaky.
Nah, you
they
can't
don't get
rephrase
caught.
something somebody said already. Like
Okay.
he said it.
I would say women cheat more because it's easier for them to cheat because most guys aren't gonna go to their dude or be messy and try to break up a happy home. He happy to be getting some, so he gonna play his role.
Talk your
Versus
shit.
when a man go out and try to cheat, feelings might get involved. It's all kind of
Yeah.
situations and scenarios of pregnancy, stuff
All
happening.
kind of shit. Yeah, they
That's
just better
sloppy
at it.
cheating. You
Plus,
out here
niggas
just
is
nigga
sloppy,
head.
bro. They like he said,
That's the other part.
dudes just be trying to nail something just to be like, I got one.
Yeah.
Goofy, bro. Females cheat
Well,
out
it's
of
the caliber
emotion,
of dude
like,
we talking
Yeah.
about. Just like with
That's a
with-
lie
with-
though. People say women cheat out of emotion. They just cheat.
No,
Motherfuckers
that's
be
not
cheating,
true.
man.
I feel like
You
everybody
cheat out of
else.
emotion.
oh,
I
can
don't
a
know about
man
that.
manifest his woman to
Well,
cheat
if
on
you're a
him?
woman, so.
Wait a minute.
Can they?
Hold on.
Answer that, man.
I think you
I'm
can.
asking you. What
Go
you
ahead.
think?
No, go ahead.
I think you can.
You think you can? What
Can
you
what?
want,
If-
Charity?
A man manifesting his woman to cheat
cheat
on
on
because
him.
he's thinking about this shit all the time.
I don't think you can manifest cheating at all. Y'all know I'm against that whole ideology.
What?
You
what?
cannot manifest somebody
You
cheating
were the
on
man-
you.
Are you
Manifest
still stuck on
advocate.
the physical act of cheating? Like, I can't think you into cheating on me physically?
I can't think you into doing nothing that you don't want to do as a grown person.
But you can
But
think
you
us
just-
into knowing that you shooting shots.
Hey, oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Talk your
Call
shit.
her ass,
read my-
boy.
You cannot manifest
her.
somebody
You might have
cheating.
telepathy. You read
Hey.
my mind.
Boy,
You can't
I'm on
manifest
it.
somebody cheating.
boy, he was
But you
ready
can-
for
you
your
can-
ass. To
That's fine. You can't manifest somebody cheating.
Yeah.
And you think I'm gonna sit here and manifest you
So we
putting
got
your dick in
selective-
somebody else?
we
Fuck
got-
out of here.
we got
no,
selective
like I'm sitting at
manifestation.
home like, I hope he does it. Like, come on, think about the art of manifesting. Come on, get out of
Think
here.
about it. If
You
do it-
think
and-
about it. I'm not sitting here thinking about. I can't wait till he go fuck her.
Not
all
that he
my
go fuck her,
energy
but
is
you
not spent
think
on you
that
cheating.
That's what she's doing.
You cannot. Because I think that's what he's doing. That's not manifesting.
That's what manifesting is.
No, it's
Listen,
not.
hold on.
Manifesting is not
That's
just thinking.
exactly what manifestation
Manifesting is being intentional in your thoughts.
Exactly.
and attracting. So I'm not intentional in thinking about you cheating.
Emotions become actions. Actions become reality.
Please.
That's all thoughts. All the time.
So because she thought it, she manifested it. Any way they can get out of being held accountable for their own cheating, they're going to do it. Anyway.
Ain't nobody trying to get out of it.
Anyway, y'all could not take accountability for cheating. I wasn't happy at home. She manifested
we took
it on me.
accountability already. No,
you didn't. No, you didn't. I wasn't happy at home. She manifested me cheating. I couldn't take it. It was stressful. When I get home, I got to sit in the car before I go inside. So I just wanted to go to another woman. Fuck out of here. You did it because you wanted to do it.
Oh my God, your energy is turned up today. I'm proud of you though. I like it.
Listen,
I'm here for
she wanted to stay quiet. We asked her to talk, and that's what she
poked and prodded and
that's what you got.
I respect it. Can we spin the wheel? I'm ready for the next question.
Charity was going to say something before
you.
Yeah, she
was
going to say something before you.
I disagree with everybody's opinion. I do. But what I was gonna say, as far as someone said about women cheating that they don't out of emotion, I feel like my personal experience, most times, most women, if we like you and love you and we have some consistent, we don't need 4 and 5 men if we can find those things in one, even if you 70, 80% of what we're looking for. And once we find what we're looking for and we love you, our interest in other guys just disintegrate. Like, I'm not even interested in that because my focus is into you, right? But the moment you make me feel like I'm not the center of your attention or you cheating on me, because we can feel it and we can sense it. You don't think we know. And I may be wrong, but I'm going to sit back and I'm going to just see other things or other signs and look for other things to confirm what I'm looking for. And I have been wrong going through a man's phone. I done pulled up, follow, an ex. I'm just
like
being
that kind
honest.
of toxic shit.
I have.
I swear, bro. I was
But
like,
once
that
I
shit
get-
attractive to the mother.
But I'm saying, but
Oh, y'all like toxicity? I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
But it's like,
toxic as hell.
Of course.
I'm taking notes. I might not
Please.
confront you about it yet, but I'm taking notes. So when I do have that blow up, I'm like, nigga, you done talk to so and so. You done da-da-da. I know all these facts. You feel me? So once I see that you're doing it, and this is me now, then I'm gonna do it. But most times, females, we don't. It's not always physical when we cheat. It could be a situation when we could be talking to a guy, he's willing to listen. You don't listen, you don't give me time. You're not checking in with me, seeing how my day is, or you're not spending. We're not having dates no more, or maybe the intimacy or the sex is off, or maybe I feel like
void not being filled.
Yeah, so once you don't feel that void, I'm gonna look for somebody else to do it, and it's not hard. It don't always have to be sexual, but I feel like cheating is anytime you give another person of the opposite sex, or it could be same sex, depending on what you're into, attention that's away from
That
your
you're
partner.
supposed to be giving to your partner.
But most times
In
it
a
is out of
monogamous
emotion
relationship.
for women. It is. But there are some women out here that are just foul and that just don't appreciate good men. So I'm not gonna just say that all women act that much. Some women
Just got a lot of options.
It's just greedy.
Because I've
Got
done
a
it
lot
too.
of options.
Yeah.
We got hype man in the building.
I'm just gonna say this, and then we can move on. But I lost a good dude when I was younger, and the reason why I lost a good dude, he was good to me. He was faithful to me. He actually asked me to be in a relationship with him. He did everything right. The only issue I had was because the sex game wasn't right. And I'm being honest, it wasn't.
Then he wasn't a good dude.
No, I mean, look.
Drop the bomb. Drop the 3 bomb for Miss Harmon.
I'm just saying he was a good dude. I'm just saying his penis wasn't up to par.
He wasn't a good dude.
But he was eating
He's a good dude.
He was a good dude.
No. He wasn't a good dude.
But this the thing, okay?
80%,
but the thing is, it's never gonna be.
I'm supposed to fake it the whole time.
But the thing is, now that I'm older in life, I would have took that small dick versus a big dick cheating on me. I'd take a small dick today. And my bills.
You say that. You say that.
I told y'all this show was gonna be lit, and they didn't.
But my thing is,
I ain't taking. Now you ain't gotta be Mandingo, but you ain't coming over here with no highlighter.
But I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, okay, so you gonna take a nigga with a big dick cheating on you or not paying bills on a PlayStation all day? You gotta think about.
It's not about
I'm just
just
saying.
that, but I'm saying he ain't good. If he got a highlighter, I know I'm gonna be unhappy.
But I'm just saying, most
you can't eat coochie into me being happy with you sexually.
You can because it's the way you improvise.
We got difference of opinion.
I just feel like this. If I like head, I'm a head hunter. So you, okay. I'm just saying. It's gonna nigga gonna either have a big dick and I've experienced this. You got big dick, your pussy can't eat pussy good, or you can eat pussy good.
That's because they choose not to.
But it ain't choosing. Sometimes it's just a lack of your tongue, or maybe it's my sex
organ.
I'm just saying it ain't always that. It might be a bitch that might suck your dick better than that bitch, and I might think I'm doing a great job, but you might feel like, well, she alright, but this girl, I'm just saying. This is my opinion. I'm not disputing what you're saying because you're entitled to yours. If I could have a big dick nigga to pay bills and stay faithful to me, where he at? That's all I'm saying.
Where he at though?
Where he at? The only guys that pay bills are the small guys.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying that's a small guy, but
so what she's saying is if your dick touch the floor.
Most times,
you got a job.
Niggas that got good dick.
Call.
I'm saying.
Let me say this. I want to hear where the rebuttals are in here when that girl said that on that clip last week.
What's that?
About the picking and the choosing of the guys.
What's that?
What'd she say?
Oh, what she said they had.
I got a different perspective.
Either no job in this and no job in that.
I got a different. I
just feel like everybody's 80 and 20 is different.
Absolutely.
So that's in my 80.
My 80 got to be put like pussy got to be. That's in the 80.
But 80 and 20 isn't determined. It's not like a stamped out, this is 80, this is 20. What's 80% for you won't be 80%.
Right, that's what I mean. Everybody has their own 80 and 20.
So my question is this. If we on the topic of cheating, and then of course we got to move from this, right?
Yeah.
If we on the topic of cheating, like you said, if your guy isn't fulfilling something and he making you feel like you're not at the center of his attention, right? And then you start to open up the door of opportunity for somebody else, be it not physical, it could be something just he's a good listener. Like
it was physical.
Who's to blame for the cheating then?
It was me, and the reason why, to answer your question, I was wrong. Why I was wrong is because I never gave him an opportunity to fix what the problem was. I never came to him and said, "Baby, you know what? You're not sexually pleasing me."
How you fix that?
Because I should have came to him. I'm just saying.
Hold on, look me in my face right quick.
Yeah.
I just want you to know. You a fucking real one, bro.
Yeah.
No, I told you it was different.
I'm just saying, I didn't. And a lot of times people don't do that. They don't go to their partner and to whatever it is, if it's sex communication, whatever the issue is you have in your relationship, you just go out and try to find that shit in somewhere else, and it doesn't. What I had to learn is that don't fix it, because you never gave that man a chance. And it could have been fixed, whether it's a situation where if he had to pump his dick up, or if a motherfucker, you might have to blow.
That don't work.
It doesn't
you can't
matter.
just pump your dick up.
If
that was the case, everybody be pumping
I'm just
their
saying,
dick
there's
up.
alternatives.
It'll be a lot of pop dicks around.
There's things that could have been done, because I done had, I'm gonna tell you this, just because a nigga got small dick don't mean he ain't got good sex. I done fucked plenty of niggas, not saying it like I'm no whore, but I'm just saying I've had men that may not have a big package, but at the same time, a nigga know how to use that motherfucker. It's all about your fit. That's all I'm saying. I done had a nigga with a big dick don't know how to stroke it.
And I've heard of this.
And you selfish, you don't eat pussy.
Yeah,
your foreplay sorry.
Yeah, that ain't me. I don't know nothing about that.
You know what I'm saying? Or we may not have a connection.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if I could build the perfect man, I would want a man with a big dick that can eat pussy good, that pay my bills and stay faithful to me, and be a good role model to my kids, and be fine as hell.
Yeah,
I pray for
Jesus.
That. I would love that. I would ask God, please send him here. Please.
Yeah, he's like, nah,
But
that's
9
me.
times out of
Ain't nobody finna be me.
I like
it's only one motherfucking me.
I like that
But
you
if
recognize that you didn't identify what the issue was before you moved on.
Because I would want my, I done had,
real
you know what?
And that's definitely
I
not
won't say
saying
that-
that all the responsibility as far as taking that on is on you. Because for a man to go out and cheat, there has to be a reason he wouldn't do what he
My
did,
kid's
too.
dad, no names. If y'all know him, please no names. But when me and him was together, I would be so tired because I'll be with the kids all day, and I wasn't pleasing him, right? And he went out and cheated on me, right? But when he finally came to me, why I cheated on you? You're not giving me attention. You don't want to give me head. You just want to hear up and get it over with. That's why I had to stop and say. So now in life, when I'm intimate with my guy, and that's why I appreciate a lot of females, niggas got to be catered to. It doesn't have to be a holiday or his birthday for you to do special shit for him. Cook for him. Dress up in sexy shit. Implement
Turn up
sex
her mic,
toys.
boom.
All the way up.
Do shit that
Max.
he like. Cut on porno. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I sometimes I don't feel like sucking dick. I'm going to be honest. I'm like, God damn, I'm tired of shoving shit in my mouth. But that's something that you like and something that make you happy. or whatever. But I'm just saying sometimes you have to be considerate of the other person's feelings. But come to me and talk to me.
It go both ways.
And I should have came to him, even though his dick wasn't up to par because it was small. He can't control that. That's just how he was made. But what can we do, nigga? I don't know.
That's
you gotta pump it up,
real shit,
or
right
you gotta put your fingers in it, or whatever.
But how do you fix that though? Like,
but you know what?
I mean,
I would have
it's a lot
took
of
him.
things
That
you
boy
can
was so
introduce
faithful
to your
to me,
bedroom.
Right.
and he loved me. I would do anything to get
You can
that
pick
back.
up a Kama
And I have
book.
never had that since I did him
You
like
can get
that.
some toys.
Okay.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want you to know that last like 35 seconds is your viral clip.
I'm telling
Wonderful.
you.
Definitely.
But she's right. I agree with Karma 100%.
What, the
because
nigga trash if
no,
he
I'm
got
just
a little
saying
dick?
sex isn't. No, I've been saying
He's
it's
so
not.
toxic.
It's not always.
That's what she said. That ain't no good man.
I'm just saying
He ain't for me. Everybody's
He
different.
wasn't
It
for
don't
me.
make her
Respect
right
that.
and me wrong.
I respect
I'm
true.
not gonna
That's
be
true.
long term with somebody that's not gonna please me sexually because he's too small. That is a thing.
Yeah.
Now y'all
That's
motion
a
in the
fact.
ocean,
I mean,
guys.
she ain't saying
y'all
nothing
ain't
wrong.
for me.
I should have. The only thing I
The
feel like I
motion
was
in the
wrong,
ocean, it ain't for me.
She
is
ain't
I
saying
should have
nothing
told
wrong.
him. I should have just. Well, I feel like I was wrong is because I didn't give him an opportunity to explore other options and see what we could have done to try to accommodate what I wanted and what we could do based on his situation. I basically went and fucked another nigga that had a bigger dick, and it made me happy for a moment because I was getting sexually pleased, but it didn't make me happy because I didn't have feelings for other dude and he wasn't treating me like other dude was. Like you wasn't. It wasn't there. So just for a few moments of fucking because you got a big dick, okay, it's cool and all. But this man,
I just think at the time you didn't know yourself.
Big dick
like,
kept
when
me
you
in
know
the mix
yourself,
longer than that was supposed
like,
to be.
You were younger, you didn't know yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm at an age I know myself. I know what's gonna float and what ain't.
All of that sounds
Yeah.
like a
You will entertain a fucked up dude with a big dick way
That's not
longer
what
than
I
you
said.
will
That's not what I said.
a little dick
I ain't
dude.
said nothing about
that's
no
good.
big dick. I didn't say that.
So let's not say dick again. Can we spin the
that's
big
not
ball
what
up
I
there?
said. I never said nothing about a guy being
let's-
ancient
Well, I like
and
dick
because
better
he
than
did,
penis.
that's what I'm doing. I never said
Segue
that.
from the dicks and
I never said that.
spin the ball.
We're gonna get on them.
Please.
No,
We're gonna get on them
Fix
in a
the
bit.
ball. He said,
Let's see who get the next one, bro.
okay, come on, yeah.
Don't like my balls spent.
Thank God it ain't me.
Nah, it can't be. It can't kill. Nah, it
No
can't.
two in a row? No
It-
two in a
it- We
row?
gotta hit somebody else.
Okay.
No, we gotta give everybody.
Just made that
opportunity.
rule up.
So
And this is why we don't play
So
basketball
spin it.
with you.
You setting me up.
I mean, if you want to spin it again, but then if he lands on somebody who already answered, they don't have to answer. Is that what we're doing?
So if it lands twice, we're gonna spin again. That's
Yeah.
a good rule.
Yeah.
So everybody
good
gets
rule.
If
Twice
it's-
back to back.
Yeah, twice back to back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And back to back.
That's a
Somebody
big
else
one.
had
No,
one.
that was mine back to back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cheating, but it went left.
Oh,
We
okay.
started talking about.
Okay. All right.
Listen, he don't want to let me out. He want me to suffer.
I mean, I'm trying to be
You
fair.
ain't suffering.
I'm trying to be fair. Now
He
watch it
land
land
on me every time tonight.
Nah, what are you doing? You shutting me?
Got him.
Shot.
Okay,
Shot
shot.
of butter.
I like shots takes, so I want to hear this one.
One the third one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I want to know, Steve, why do men call women crazy, and what do they really mean?
That's easy.
Okay, here we go. In our survey, we asked the guys for the answer. Why do men call women crazy? Is it A, women get too emotional about stuff that doesn't matter?
Ding,
Is
ding,
it
ding,
B,
ding, ding.
our way of putting you down? Or is it C, it just means we don't understand you?
Nah, it's A.
Shot of barber. Why do men call women crazy?
Say it with your chest.
I would say this, man. Most men call women crazy because women operate a lot from an emotional standpoint.
Yeah.
Before putting logic into things, before putting things into actual perspective and moving according to that perspective, most women trigger reaction is off their emotions.
How they felt.
So because you react off of your emotions, a lot of the things that you're doing, saying, and being a part of don't make sense to men because men are logical thinkers in most cases. We're going to try to, most cases. We're going to try to figure out,
for sure.
we're going to try to figure out, is this, what I'm about to do, how is it going to affect me? And how is it going to affect my ability to move forward? if you're dealing with your girl or your somebody, if you piss her off, she's just gonna respond off her emotions. And if she responding off her emotions, in my opinion, she responding out of fear because you're afraid to be hurt, you're afraid to be let down, you're afraid to be taken advantage of. So men don't understand that way of thinking. So to us, that shit is crazy because you're jumping off the bridge into destruction just because you felt the kind of way. Whereas a man
did nothing yet.
Yeah, a man can take some shit. We can absorb being hurt and move away from it logically, and then do some crazy shit. Women straight into some crazy shit,
crazy,
just because
right?
their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
See, y'all agree it's A.
It's A. 100%.
100%.
I ain't even need to hear nothing else.
It's emotions.
Women are quiet. What do y'all think?
Because they understand.
Do you think
they know who they are?
That's how men feel?
That's how y'all feel. That's how
what's-
y'all feel. You know, y'all say women's emotions are crazy. I think it's the type of woman that you deal with. If she's not in control of her emotions, she's going to have those reactions. There's a lot of women that are in control of
97.9.
There's a lot of women that are in control of their emotions. You can make her mad and she could sit down and talk to you and look you in your face like I'm looking at you right now.
You said
and
talk.
tell you how it go down
That's
emotionally.
That's easy to
and she
say
don't have
when
to
there's
do
no
nothing
emotion
crazy.
invested. There's no emotion invested between us. But if we're in an intimate relationship,
I
the
think that
emotion
women
is going to be put
are
first.
definitely capable and they don't have to do crazy things.
I ain't met one yet.
Really?
I ain't
You
met
know
one.
what I love about
almost
women?
over there with you on that one.
I ain't met one yet.
Really? So
Absolutely.
One that
every
went
time a
in an
woman
intimate
out in her
relationship with.
emotions, it equal crazy. every
Intimate
time.
relationship.
From the perspective of you expecting us to understand it, yes. Am I saying that every woman is crazy? No. What I'm saying is every woman I've ever met in my life, whether if she's in a relationship that emotion is involved, she's gonna respond from her emotions.
What's wrong with that?
That's fucking crazy.
It's not. No, it's not.
You see?
Listen, if she responds with her emotions,
it's
it's
not.
about how she
crazy.
responds. Now, if she responding by breaking up your car and stuff,
Emotions
yeah,
always
crazy,
gonna
but
be
she
involved,
can
but it shouldn't be the
emotional
leader
and it be fine.
Absolutely.
Y'all got to stop
your
weaponizing
response.
that whole emotional thing against women. It's not cute.
It's not weaponizing.
It is.
Well,
I'm giving my opinion. I'm not weaponizing
You're
anything.
weaponizing it.
Oh, that's from experiences he's
They
been
crazy.
Well,
That's
it's
why
weaponizing
we
a
say that
woman's
shit.
emotions against her. It is. You acting crazy. No, what did you do?
Let me ask you this.
Why
though.
her
A
emotions
said
off?
Can I
Why
women
she
make
her
a big
emotions?
to-do
Well,
about
if you acting
things
crazy,
that
acting
don't really
crazy.
matter.
But
Right.
it's
Can I
not
ask you
always
this?
That's why we
crazy.
picked
Just because
A.
she's
Can
in
I
her
ask y'all
emotions
this?
is not always crazy.
So can I ask you this? Okay.
No.
Emotions.
There you
Has
go.
it ever been a situation,
But
and this is going to take some transparency and some honesty within yourself. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine.
Come on.
Has there ever been a situation
He act like a
in your
therapist.
relationship? I'm dead serious though. Has it ever been a situation in your relationship where things would have been better handled had you not addressed them with your emotions first?
No.
Never.
Listen, hold on. First of all, I don't think it's cap.
if you didn't hit that button, I was gonna reach
I don't
over.
think it's cap because I don't have a problem with my emotions. I don't think my emotions are a problem. I don't. You could think I have a problem with them all you want to. I don't think my emotions are a problem. My emotions are always valid. You'll never invalidate my emotions. Ever.
That's
so how
crazy.
I act.
We're talking about your
how I
feelings.
act-
Feelings and emotions are not the
Exactly.
same thing.
That's two different things.
Feelings are internal. Emotions are things that you project outwards. We're talking about your emotions. That's why when we say
Feeling-
women
they're
are
all
emotional,
valid.
it's the
They're all
things that you
valid to
show
me.
us.
They're all
what-
valid to
How
me.
you
It's what
feel
you-
about a situation is
it's not the same.
1,000% not up
So
for
even
debate.
even my
But
emotions.
the way you respond emotionally
There you go.
can definitely change the outcome of any situation. Yes.
Your feelings are always valid.
Overreacting.
So you're saying like,
Absolutely.
got it. My emotions are valid. I don't care what y'all say.
I respect
She just ain't
it.
wrong.
Like I
That's
said,
what she said.
No, I'm not. Hold on.
I know
It's
you got
all
something. Come on.
opinionated.
Yeah.
It's all opinionated. So
See, Charity
if I
got
feel like
something
my
good, 'cause she don't-
emotions are
she's
my
one of the
emotions,
ones that can control
they're
her
valid.
emotions.
So you're saying your feelings and your emotions are always
I'm
valid.
dead ass. I've been
If
on
it's
this show
how-
many
Emotions
times
are
with her.
valid.
how
Like,
I
she'll let
feel-
everybody get all their
What's
shit
wrong
out.
with how I feel, how I emotionally
No.
respond
How
to
you
it.
feel, there's nothing wrong with how anyone feels. You feel what you feel.
But your emotion is how you react.
emote is how you project that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what somebody else gets to see is your emotions.
Are you
I
saying
don't
to you
see your
one and one is
feelings.
the same?
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, if my feelings make me feel some type of way and my emotions project that, yeah.
This is why men and women don't agree on that because
and that's
men
fine.
don't think like that. We don't understand.
You don't have to
we
though.
acted on our emotions.
Hold on, you don't have
This
to. You can
world
just
Y'all will
accept
call us
that's how
bitches
women
all
are.
day long.
Yeah.
So women are bitches for it? Come
No,
on.
no,
I didn't
absolutely.
say
That's
that.
not what he said. That's not what he said.
Come on,
say that.
basically.
That is not what he said.
Basically.
No, he didn't take a shot at women at all. He said
Basically.
if men
But my thing is,
reacted on their emotions 100% of the time, women would think
Told
that
you this
we
show
were
was gonna be
bitches
lit.
100% of the time. Because whether you believe it or not, a lot of men are.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I was like,
Get the shit
I
out of
got a
me.
ringtone. Yeah.
Blink.
Whoa.
But listen, women don't fully understand that we navigating our emotions 24/7. But a lot of men bottle that shit
We can't
up.
act on them.
We can't.
That's because you don't want to, or you were taught to, or you were taught whatever y'all black men
Because
have about
society
y'all.
doesn't accept it. We
Okay,
can't
well,
act on it.
society accept us for that, so it is what it is. You want to be one
Ain't
of us? Come
nobody
on
accepting
over.
that shit.
That's the shit that he was saying. Basically.
That's the emotional shit right there, bro. Charity,
Good.
what did you have?
Cater to him, girl.
I mean,
Hey, but we see
Can
what she got
you-
going on Valentine's Day.
Did you
Go
have some of
ahead.
this?
not on that part.
What are
I
you
just feel
drinking?
like
Water.
That can't be water.
It is.
That's holy water.
That's right. They don't know what's going on Valentine's Day.
No,
do they?
that's common.
Okay.
That's common every Thursday.
That's
We
me
ain't there
every
yet.
Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Oh,
shit.
Wait for it.
She keeping it 1,000.
I mean,
I know myself.
I just feel like, in my personal opinion, I have reacted out of feelings, emotions, however you see it, however you define it. Hasn't always been my finest moment. But I will say, if I've invested my time and my feelings into you play with me, I might have reacted in a way that you may not have comprehended or agree with. I didn't care if you didn't agree with it because you didn't care how that shit made me feel. So I look at things differently now. I don't do what I used to do. But I will say with females, one thing I will say, if you play with a female, if you don't keep it real, if you are not upfront, if you don't appreciate, if there's certain things that she may find out or certain things that come to light that she wasn't prepared for, how can you expect the person to not react out of emotions and, they faced with something that they wasn't expecting from you? And I feel like men have to understand that, like, if you all were put in certain situations and faced with some of the shit that y'all have dished out to us, y'all couldn't damn near deal with the shit. Because when the tables are turned,
Hold on.
y'all asses motherfucking, like let's keep
Where's
it real.
the smoke? Where's the smoke?
Don't do it yet.
Here comes the smoke.
Nice.
What's that? We're trying. What's that?
Here's the smoke.
Where's
Y'all
the
get
smoke?
emotional and bust out windows and burn
We
motherfuckers'
just said
clothes.
we not talking about stuff like that. We just said if that's the case, it's too extreme. We just said that.
Listen,
But
the
wait.
way that she talked was so careful. It was so
Yeah,
good.
because she was thinking
'Cause
about it. She
basically
was thinking
she
about
said-
what she was gonna say.
Basically, she said, if y'all make us crazy and you get crazy, it's
your
on you.
fault.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
And if we were faced with the same situation,
To some degree,
we would do the same.
she's got a point.
That's where I disagree.
I think to some degree she's got a point because we know
A chick play
females'
with me,
nature.
I leave
I
her.
think us at this day and age.
I'm not following nobody. I'm not leaving the comfort of my home. I'm not doing none
I'm
of
not
that
doing
shit.
none of that shit.
None
But
of
I'm
that.
saying I know women crazy, so I don't play with them. I don't want a monogamous
They
relationship.
said everything but crazy.
Sure don't.
But that's what they said, pretty much. You know we
So
crazy.
you telling me, all of y'all telling me, and be honest, that you've never had a crazy moment with any female. It may not be
Never.
now, but you've never done nothing excessive,
Never.
calling, cussing,
Never.
showing up, going like nothing. You've never done. You
Not
just peacefully
once.
walked away.
Not one.
Hell yeah. Listen, I tried to peacefully walk away.
I've ever been with.
I don't think the emotional reaction always has to be that extreme for y'all to even call it crazy sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's an extreme. Like the
If a
excessive
female done
calling,
hurt-
cussing
yeah.
out, I think that's extreme. Let's just talk about the regular emotion. You don't always have to be that she acting crazy.
Okay,
bro.
so let's talk about the regular
Like,
emotion.
I just don't think
the regular
they're
emotion would be
valid.
something every day, right? Something every day. Let's
Like,
say
I
we
don't
together.
apologize for the way
we're
I-
talking
I'm
about.
emotional.
Let's say
You
we
funny.
together and we're trying to figure out how we're going to move into our finances, right? what we're gonna do in this upcoming year to keep our finances together. A man will think about that logically. You may get triggered if I tell you, no, we can't do this because it's not right for what we're trying to accomplish right now. And you might decide to go out and do it anyway. That's something that's stemming from your emotion, not your logic. You understand what I'm saying when I say that?
You can't buy that
Well,
purse.
to be honest, most females are more organized than men anyway when it comes to preparing and
why y'all so defensive?
I'm just saying I'm not being defensive. I'm just talking about
I think
statistics.
the word crazy is triggering. Like
I'm
when
just
you
saying,
talk about crazy behavior and
well,
emotions,
I'm saying
it's too much.
You got me.
You know you can't call crazy people crazy.
Exactly. Look, I'm a Scorpio, so
soundbite.
I almost threw this
by
stuff
my
at you.
horoscope, you can say I'm crazy. Look, me not
Next.
taking shit from a man, if you call that crazy, it is what it is. Now, I ain't never busted out no man windows. I haven't went that
Ever.
far. Now,
I had a
yes,
bitch bust out my windows, and it wasn't even my girlfriend.
I haven't done it. Now, see, that's too far. I've never done that. Now, I done ripped up and bleached clothes because a motherfucker was cheating on me and having a bitch pick him up down the street from my house, and I was
That is emotional.
I didn't give a fuck. I was pregnant, and that was
Emotional.
But that's how
get
I
it.
felt at the time. And you're in my house. And my nigga, I just helped you get your shit straight with your motherfucker legal shit. So you basically saying fuck me and fuck me putting you in a better position, and you gonna go to a bitch that's underneath me.
I get it.
I had a problem with that, but it wasn't right.
It wasn't right.
It wasn't
I'm
because
not justifying it.
No. I'm not
Okay.
saying that. I'm just
You
saying
have
at the time
experienced
it made me
some
feel
toxic ass relationships.
everybody has. That's the only way you can grow.
I agree.
Have you ever
If
thought
you-
about bleaching a female's clothes after she cheated on you?
No.
Never.
Throwing away her makeup?
Never.
But if you did, what
running
could-
over her heels?
Never.
Did she, you know what I'm saying?
Try calling her back.
Poisoning her dog? Never.
Like we just taking the L.
Breaking her gaming console? Never.
No, we not doing that, and that's just a game. Y'all
Calling
motherfuckers
to get him
doing that.
fired from his job? Never.
Never.
No.
Don't do stuff like that.
Man, y'all, look, I done had me and goddamn
Who did stuff like that? Talk about it. No, that look you gave was like, yes, you do.
I'm listening to Shine like that. He's sitting there putting all this stuff out there. I'm like, wait, where's you coming up with these ideas?
Because we see it.
This is shit that happened.
They video. They
I've never done no shit like that. That's on the extreme side.
not
y'all
on
see
It's
women
not
throwing
on the
away dudes
extreme.
or
To
erasing
me,
a memory on the
it's extreme.
PlayStation.
Never.
Absolutely.
Man,
Clearing
I
out
have
his
done-
whole,
I ain't never
all his
tore up no
hard drive.
clothes.
'Cause he
bleached,
cares
none of
about
that. I
that.
have shit. No.
Y'all ain't
I
never
have-
cut nobody shit.
I ain't give a fuck. I cut this shit up and I bleached it.
Never.
It made me feel
Which-
and I went into his
Never.
mama's house and delivered it over there and said I washed your clothes.
To mama's
And left it-
to mama's house.
And yeah, that let you know you can't come back to my house.
Emotions.
But my thing, it wasn't right.
Running high.
But now as an older woman, I say what hurts a man more than anything is annoying that nigga
Yeah.
and not speaking to him, cutting him
You
off,
fucked
and having
up.
no contact.
Yeah.
But you have to learn in order to know, okay, it's other ways that you can hurt a man more versus trying to do it physically, destroying his property or doing stuff. But like I said, if you've never been hurt, and like I said, I was hurt. I got cheated on. I was pregnant. Like, it was my first child. I never experienced that. And I was in love. This was somebody I was with since I was 16. We had our first child, I was 21. And I'm like, nigga, I done helped you, with your legal issues. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you down. The motherfucker, I put you in a car and shit, nigga. You couldn't get your license. I helped you with your legal shit. I got you a lawyer to get your fucking credit and
yeah,
your
you
shit
was hurt.
straight.
I've never
Like,
done
I'm
that,
mad
so-
about that. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing a female gonna always do, even when you can't,
I don't
I
like
was trying
y'all
to
that
help you
much.
put in a better position.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
So you like,
because
you
it might
gonna
be a time
feel
where
me
I
today.
want a man that's
Never.
gonna be able to take care of me and
I
help
give
me
you
if
all
I
they
can't.
numbers.
Like, I don't want him to
Never.
look down upon me if I can't. And I'm the type of woman where if a man can't, I don't give a fuck how I met you. If I love you and if I can help you, that's the type of heart that I have. If it's a man that got more money than me or more opportunities than I have, I want him to do the same for me. That's the type of person I am on either side of the field.
So let me ask you this. What's so triggering about the phrase crazy?
It doesn't trigger anything. I guess it just depends on what's your definition of crazy. Some niggas like that. Some men like women fighting over them. Like I said, I think I've had crazy moments. I think I'm not crazy now at this level in the game because I have kids and I have a lot to lose. But I'm not gonna let a man play with me. The first time you play with me and I start seeing red flags, I'm just gonna cut you off and leave you alone. I don't give a fuck how much I love you. I got more to lose. I'm
Are
33
you
years
saying play with you like in
lying,
like serious shit?
not appreciating me.
Okay, I'm thinking something
I
different.
know crazy women when I
I'm
see
just
them.
saying, like,
It's a look in their eyes.
I don't like a man that ain't got no motivation or integrity
Yeah.
about himself.
It's
Like,
you can feel it.
You know the ones not to play with. I know that.
Feel it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get up and go to work and you ain't getting up and you ain't got no hustle about yourself.
Girl, ever.
Let me ask you this.
That's the realest thing I heard you say.
You just said something that made me think, right?
That's real.
So
Cause I
instance,
know.
You in a relationship.
I know.
So y'all manifest y'all crazy women. You can feel it.
No, you know.
I know she's crazy.
Most of them let you know.
You can feel if she gonna come with some shit.
You know the females when you see them, like, not playing with her. Because she
know
looks like she like you can't go to sleep.
Or you gonna be like, she might punch me in the face. I might
there
like
you
that
go.
shit.
Yeah.
You might like it.
I might like that shit.
I don't like
I want to answer your question
it.
about crazy being triggering. I think it is when it's used like you're being so irrational when you're not. Now, if it's times that you're getting your stuff bleached out, all right. But if it's time that you're in a relationship and she's being emotional, you can't always throw, she being crazy. Sometimes men throw that at women so much and it invalidates how you're feeling when you really are valid in your emotions.
It's the level that y'all go to.
But my thing is, I never started acting crazy until I was faced with situations I had never experienced. Like I said, when I got cheated on, I was pregnant. That hurt me, and he had a baby on me, and I was pregnant. I never had been in that situation. So first time I was having a family.
That's what I always say.
So just like,
so I see what you're saying.
That's the only reason why I'm saying I wouldn't just like you said, the girl that you weren't in a relationship with when she was trying to basically she was stepping out of her position. You know we're in a relationship, so why are you doing certain shit like you're my girl?
I ain't get to finish that part. It was my homeboy's girlfriend. He cheated. And he parked his car in the garage. My car was broke down at his house. And she knew that I'm his best friend. She was like, well, can't bust yours, busting his.
That's that I don't
That's
agree
crazy.
with.
That's emotional. Like, fuck it.
Like
anybody you know. Fuck what he got going on.
I mean, I have caught my kid's daddy with a female, just had a baby, and I caught you cheating on me with the girl at her house. And I mean, so when you in that situation, you black out, you not thinking because it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers got ran the fuck over.
Because the comments is going
The comments are going.
I hope they are. I went to jail that day. They got ran over. He got slapped. Yeah, I went to jail that day.
No, they not laughing at you. They being crazy.
So what's going on is
I
y'all
didn't give a damn.
It triggers you because crazy is being used as a blanketed statement to devalue your feelings.
I've accepted my crazy, so it doesn't bother me because I know I have a side deep down
if you fuck up
that I don't want to come out. But at this level in the game, I have kids, I have a decent job, I have a house, I have a lot to lose.
Right.
And I'm not going to resort to certain behavior that's going to put me in a position to where I lose some shit over a man.
Yep.
So if I see that you're showing me that you don't want to be with me, you don't respect me, you're going to put me in a position to where I got to go down to CCA in Hardin Place, then at that point, I need to remove myself from the situation. I'm going to ask you as calm as possible. I need you to leave because I know where I'm finna go to lock up if you don't. So I need you to get away from me because I know where I can go. And I shouldn't have to get to that point. Now I wouldn't take nobody's life. But please, I don't want to get to that point. You know, I don't believe in putting hands on people. I have done that in the past with past exes. Like, also, you cheat on me, you gonna walk up in my house like that shit cool. So you know, kicked it all night. Cool, bet. You know.
See, I think I'm being misunderstood, right? Because them some extreme.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Them extreme.
Yeah. I got extreme for you.
I'm more of a like. It's not.
Can you give us an example when you've been in an intimate situation, right? The emotions came. Hold on, I'm talking to Shy. The emotions came out. It's his question. The emotions came out, and you deemed it crazy. So we are all talking about extreme things, which I don't agree with. But give me. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. So give me a scenario. Give me a really logical time where you were in an intimate situation. She reacted with the emotions, what the reaction was, and you deemed it crazy because you couldn't understand it. That's not extreme.
You framing it now. Now you're telling him he couldn't understand it.
No, he said he
I don't think she's framing it.
it.
I think what she's trying to do is she wants a more real world everyday experience.
Thank
Anybody
you, and not the
Told you I
extreme.
had it.
Everybody can go through that.
I got one. All right. So this is one of my exes years ago. Went out.
She ready to get
went out one night. Went out one night with one of my homeboys. And now I've cheated on this chick before, but I didn't cheat that night.
That's an extreme. That's what we're saying.
she didn't know I had cheated before. I'm just saying. I'm just everyday situation. Kicked it that night, had a good time, didn't talk to nobody, didn't get no numbers, came home. My partner spent the night in my crib. I wake up to police knocks on the door. You know what I'm saying? At 7 o'clock in the morning. Do. You know what I'm saying? I get to the door. I'm like, what's up? I caught you, motherfucker. I was like, what you talking about? She was like, yeah, my cousin seen you last night. You was at such and such, and you hopped in somebody's car, some light-skinned chick in a blue car. I was like, no, I didn't. Like, what are you talking about? No, she ain't gonna lie to me. You got me fucked up. Long story short, she went in my kitchen, pulled a knife on me, my own motherfucking kitchen knife. On me. You feel me?
Echo, you think that's regular?
No.
I'm really asking.
Nah,
like, you think
It might not be regular, but it motherfucking happened.
So
and I didn't do shit.
Regular.
But I'm saying I did not.
The life of me.
This is not an intimate situation.
This is
just,
emotional.
This is just women that I've encountered.
Yeah, now that's crazy.
A woman that I dated, her mother, right? Very successful woman, makes a lot of money, all this other stuff. Every time we'd go somewhere, it didn't matter if we had if it was a nice restaurant, regular restaurant, if we had a female waitress, she would always say, you see how she looked at me? Like my bag ain't real. Bitch, my bag real. I got money. She was that kind of, that's the kind of crazy I'm talking about. Like nobody's looking at you.
You think you
like
making
you
the
know
shit
what
up in your head.
you just
like,
make the shit up as you go.
You didn't hear her say.
She didn't say a
That
damn
sounds like an
thing.
insecurity. I want an intimate kind
But that's
I need
crazy.
an example.
That's kind of sorry.
He just said something crazy. It's just not regular.
That's definitely one of those. That's something I would consider an emotional response, because whether it's an insecurity or not, she felt something internally and she reacted externally with it. So that's something where a man would see that and listen and be like, fucking tripping. That's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
Okay.
And it's not throwing a blanket statement out there to discredit what she feels. It's just an observation of what you're doing. You're taking what you feel internally that you haven't dealt with, you haven't processed, and you turn it into this lady is judging you, when really you're judging yourself.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's been.
Okay.
we need a voice of reason in here. It's always shy. If you let me do it, I'm gonna go off the rails.
First step is acknowledgement. Yeah, we ready for the spin. Let's see, it's about conversation.
It's my time.
It's
It's my
not my
time.
turn.
It might be your time.
Mr. Book.
Oh, I can't be me again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it can. It wasn't you the last time.
That's on you.
Because he had it twice.
This is your
It's
wheel.
your twice.
Your will. I'm just spinning it.
Or let's do this. You
Yeah.
could just take a shot and somebody else has to go.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it's
You
about
want
that
some
time.
Parmesan or what you want?
Parmesan.
Palmo.
No, that's your shot. I'll take that shot though. Don't
Here.
play with it.
No.
Give me the crown. Fuck that.
She
Paul.
said Parmesan.
You know how long it's been since I had some Parmesan?
All the fuck
The
I heard was
VSOP?
3-6 Mafia in my ear right now.
I got some up here.
I'm a pat. Oh, I get to pick because I
Yeah.
take the shot.
Yes.
Right? All right.
You get to pick what?
The whole cup.
Oh, you get to pick. You get to pick
He
the person.
Sip that motherfucker.
He pulled it too. Like Martin.
Yeah, you try to.
You got a little drop.
Sip that motherfucker. Did you see that?
Just because you did that, I picked boom.
That's fine.
Boom, you get
Let's
the next one.
go.
This is number 4, right?
Number 4.
All right.
First up, what do you do when you realize you're not really that attracted to your partner anymore? Oh my God, this is so scary because this really happens. Yes, it does. According to an article on Elite Daily, this happens a lot in relationships, and they say that you need to make sure that you're open and honest about how you feel without being too quick to call it quits. But I want to know what you think.
We want to know what you think, boom. What do you do when you're no longer attracted to your partner anymore?
How does that happen?
Oh, well, boom got the answer. Because he wanted to make sure I got this. Oh, let me make sure I get this last little tip so I can hear you.
Wow, funny. I guess if I wasn't attractive anymore to my partner, I would just. Damn, I don't even know.
You gotta go.
Yeah. What's that?
You gotta go.
Maybe get some feedback to kind of spark it back.
Ain't
so
no
I can,
feedback if you ain't attractive no more.
I mean, you know, try to remember why we fell in love in the first place and try to see if I can give you some feedback. Like, if I like you doing something a certain way, be like, hey, remember when we used to do this or we used to do that? So that I can spark back up.
Are we talking about physically attractive or are we just talking about attractive?
It could be
whatever the
in all type of ways.
Physically, emotionally,
whatever the problem is.
You just gotta figure out what you no longer like about your partner, and then
I think we
try
all
to
been feeling like that.
communicate and bring it back up.
We've all not liked our partner at a certain point, or may have. We've all felt like that.
But it's never usually physically. People
never physically.
No, not necessarily.
See, I think in this clip they're talking about physical attraction, though.
I don't think
so.
It's been physical for me.
Some people get comfortable
and let themselves go.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but then they
I
also
think
get.
then it's a conversation.
But then they also get comfortable and stop doing what they were doing to get your attention.
Exactly.
That too.
So
I had all the above.
You know what I'm saying?
In one person.
That means you have two questions to answer then.
I already answered my
bitch.
question. You want to pick it back? Go ahead.
That's two questions, though.
I already answered. What you want to answer for me, Mr.
No.
Take a shot and pass it? You heard my answer, right?
I did hear your
Okay,
answer.
all right.
Can you repeat it?
His answer was he would go to his partner to see how he could fix it, suggest things, tell them, hey, this is what
he
you
did say
used to
that,
do to
But
get
that's
me.
what I'm saying.
just
It's
trying
a
to get him
two-part
to say
question
more.
because if it's emotional, then I get it. Yeah, you had that conversation.
Even if it's physical,
how the fuck do you fix a physical flaw?
Because
feedback on how to
right,
improve.
either you might need to go work out.
I'm not talking about just gaining weight. What if they fucking ugly?
Well, first
They
of
were
all,
ugly.
with them to
They
begin
don't
with.
get ugly. Like if you were attracted to them, you were attracted to them. Sometimes things happen and they not just gonna get ugly. Now, if something happens to them, like they got scarred or burned, and you like, you ugly now. You a fucked up person.
You are a fucked up person.
But I'm saying that's a thing.
Let
That's
me
possible,
tell you. So
right?
in that
In a car
case,
accident.
you still choose your partner because that's who you chose, right? I don't know if you're, for the people who are married, for better or worse, sickness, health, all that, you still choose them because that's what you committed
Exactly.
to.
I couldn't see.
Okay, now with all that mushy shit aside,
There
if
you
you are in a relationship with somebody and then something happens,
get
God
ugly?
forbid, or you wake up and you're
Like
no
their face
longer-
burning up or something.
when people gain and lose
chemical
massive
reaction.
amounts of weight, they change.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Hart
When
said.
people age, they change. When people have kids, they change.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They can have an accident and significantly change. If
That's-
you physically lose your attraction to somebody, how do you fix that?
That's your
Like
problem.
Boom said, you have
With
a
a conversation?
Well, it
You
can't
don't
be
Ain't
need
a
no
to
talking
conversation.
about it. Ain't no more talking.
It could
How
be-
can-
How do you talk about that?
Okay, it
How
depends.
can you not talk
no
to
more
your partner
talking.
about, hey,
That's-
this is how I no longer find you attractive because of X, Y, Z. That's an honest conversation. If you can't
All
be
right,
honest
and it's
with
like,
your
what you gonna
partner,
do about
you
it?
don't need to be together.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with her 100%. I don't care what nobody says. She right.
There's an immediate exit after that conversation.
No, it's not. Because my thing is this. You might change. You still want somebody to love you in spite of. Whether I lose weight, whether I gain weight, whether if I have an accident, whatever. If I say I love you, and it's hard for me to tell somebody I love them. So if I say I love you,
That's through
anything can
everything.
happen. And my thing is, I don't want no one to feel like because of something that's out of your control. Because sometimes weight gain or losing weight or accident, it depends on the situation. It could be, can't be, whatever out of your
So
control.
let's peel back some of your layers, okay?
Wonderful.
Let's
go.
say you're a significant other,
Mhm.
and this is hypothetical totally because I don't wish nothing on nobody ill, right? Hypothetically, your significant other gets in an accident at work and his dick get cut off, and he lose an eye, and his lip is cleft now. Then what? What's the conversation?
I wouldn't sit there and leave him because you would go through that. My love for you is stronger than any physical attraction. I didn't fall in love with you because of what I saw. Yeah, physical attraction does have a part to it. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna leave you because you went through that, because that's gonna hurt you more than anything. And I really care about people and their feelings. So my thing is, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna get through that with you, because I can leave you and try to go find somebody that's physically attractive, but I may never find that same love I have with you with
Big
someone else.
And I can tell you
So
why
that's-
she's right.
There you go.
It's what we just talked about. Women are emotional. Like, so they have a different type of love for you than men. Like, men have that emotional connection with you, but women have this uber, you know what I'm saying, love for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than just looks, because Rick Ross got plenty bitches. And
Hey, you use that nigga every time.
Hey,
you got
Rick
something
Ross
against
not
Rick Ross.
ugly though.
You got something against Ross.
Rick Ross is not ugly. Is he ugly?
Hell no, I
Thank
fuck him
you.
now.
Rick Ross never been ugly. He a big guy, but he's not
ride
ugly.
the shit out
Fat,
that damn
Rick
bounce
Ross
house.
is a big fat fine nigga.
Listen, I think Echo think
Immediately.
fat dudes should get nuts.
Nothing. Nothing.
That's what he think. Rick Ross got a cute face.
Every time he in the gym,
Yo,
every time he do a rep, he like fat nigga shit.
Understand something, bro.
Fat nigga
Until this moment,
You
I've
be hating.
never heard a obese person be referred to as a bounce house. Thank you for that.
A bounce house.
A bounce house. You ain't
Listen, he so mad about that, boy. Man.
And I just, me personally,
That's
but that's
finna
the
be my
difference,
new
because men
shit.
are visual.
Man,
Don't you do
get
that.
your bounce house bodybuilder.
Men are very visual. If she turned into a bounce house, I'm done.
I'm gonna say this.
You would leave.
I'm gonna say this.
Why?
I
Are you
would
asking
say,
me this question for seriously?
yeah,
You would
because
leave
this is
with
my
your-
thing.
Okay.
That's your opinion, and
If you ain't
entitled.
doing nothing about it.
But
If
this
you-
is
if-
my
if-
thing. I will say this, and then and my brother can attest to this.
Mhm.
He been knowing me when I was at my smallest.
Yeah.
I had kids. I gained a lot of weight. I felt unattractive, and when I had my kids, because I'm so short and my torso so small, I had what they call a kangaroo pouch. So I carried this weight. And even though I would lose weight, my weight was up and down. I felt like I was unattractive because I felt like, damn, I'm getting cheated on because I'm not pretty, because I don't have a flat stomach, because I don't have this and I don't have that. And so for like 10 years, I carried that around thinking that, damn, no matter how much I cook or try to be there for a nigga or try to, if I fuck him every day, I do all these things, damn, why is he still cheating on me? That fuck with my self-esteem. So my thing is this, now that I left him and I went on my own, I went and got my body done, but I did it for me. I didn't do it for no man. I said, you know what? I'm going to invest money in my body because that's something Charity wants to do for herself because
That's
I'm in a position.
self-awareness.
But if I was to have another baby, if I was to go through something and I was to lose my shape today, and that's one thing that sometimes women worry about. I don't want to be with no man that would ever leave me because of how I look now. You do have to keep yourself together, and I agree with you because sometimes females don't care. They don't keep themselves up. You walk around the house, looking any type of way, looking like a cell and shit. You can't be doing that.
Looking like a what?
A fucking cell off Buchanan. What I'm saying is, we're going to have our days. We want to have the big shirts and the pajamas,
on
you know what I'm
North
saying? Or
Nashville.
gym shorts. I'm just saying, because it is a lot for us to get ready. Y'all, y'all get a haircut, whatever, going about your business. We got to get hair, lashes, motherfucker. Goddamn, got to go do arch your motherfucker eyebrows, motherfucker got up there getting fucking burned and fried and dyed, and motherfucker toes getting scraped off. It's just so much we go through to try to be appealing. But what I'm saying is, like, it's important to have conversations. If you feel that their physical appearance is no longer appealing, give that person a chance to fix it. Now, if they're not fixing it, maybe you need to look at it and say, am I trying to be with somebody because of what I physically want to see? Because sometimes everything that look good ain't. Because sometimes them
fact.
hoes that got all these fake titties
Usually,
and asses
most of the time,
ain't worth
trash.
shit. And they the worst ones. But my thing is, work with your partner through that. Sometimes they need motivation. And sometimes us women, I will say, we have worse self-esteem than y'all do. Like, we don't
Especially
care
the
if you
pretty
get,
ones.
we don't care if you get big or small. I'ma love you regardless because I love you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. And I don't want no man to feel like you less of a man because you don't have a six-pack or you ain't small. I just want you to be here. And I'm okay. I just want you to be healthy. That's my thing. You feel me?
Men want y'all to be healthy too.
But I've been there where a man has made me feel like I was unattractive, and I went through self-esteem issues, and because of my shape. I'm just being honest.
Listen, he trying.
But
No, because I've been in that situation where I was trying to help because I was going to I went to the gym 5 days a week, and I ain't gonna say who it is, but they were shut up. They was
he can't help it.
Making these excuses for why they couldn't go, and people was telling us, like, your boyfriend be in the gym. Why don't you go with him? Like, and I was willing to help her. She just didn't want to do it. And that was what bothered me. Because
did she gain weight after y'all got together and that's why you were mad?
Yes.
I can speak on that, though, because I feel like, okay, this is a situation that I've experienced in my past, right? You can't obligate somebody to be ready if they're not internally ready.
Yeah.
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't. Because I can't do it for you, but I'll be here for you to support you and to encourage you that you can do this. Because I remember when I looked like a boy at 25. You know what I'm saying? I looked like I was 16. And got in the gym, put their work in, got myself together, and then it was up from there. But it was work. That shit
Echo,
just
do you
didn't
let the person that you're with know up front that they cannot gain weight, that they cannot,
No.
and that you expect them to go to the gym and all that other kind of stuff? You don't.
I'll
let them know
tell you, I
that.
want you to be fit. Is this a part of your lifestyle?
Some, a lot of Black people in particular are not.
No, we ain't gonna just put that on Black people. I see a lot of fat white people, fat
what I'm saying
Asians,
is,
fat motherfucking Hispanic people. I
Baby,
see
he don't
fat
like
everybody.
fat people at all, child. He's just, don't go to the gym with Echo. You gonna die.
But like you just said, his emotions are valid, though.
I never said they were invalid. I was asking a question.
Hey, you toxic too.
His emotions are valid. How he feels?
I never said they were invalid. I just wondered if
He said
he said that
especially
up
Black
front.
people. I'm like, Black people don't get no pass.
His that's another one of those. His 80 isn't your 80.
Yeah, because
I'm not saying they're in mine or not. I was just asking, does he say that up front?
I
like thick women. I don't like skinny mini like. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and we all have privilege. Like, I don't like skinny niggas. They hurt my thighs.
Yeah, that shit don't feel good.
What?
It don't. They hurt my thighs. They fucking hip bone cuts into my thigh bone, and it hurts.
Them pelvic bones.
I don't date skinny ass
whatever you call
niggas.
it.
I don't date. You have to have. I need some niggas
gotta have
with some
some
weight on it. Need some motherfucking weight on it. I like a man that's solid.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like to be held. I like to feel you next to me. I don't want no bony ass man. I feel like a fight.
I don't like holding big women. That make me
Can't
feel
fight.
weird. Like holding big women is a like if she's like uber bigger than you, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta spread your arms like wide.
Now hold on, wait a minute. Now what? Now wait a minute. Now I don't. Now hold on.
I'm saying for me, I can't speak for nobody else.
Well, listen, some of them are the nicest people. I don't fuck the
They
couple
nice.
of fat dudes.
I'm saying how it
and they
feels
will pay
for
what
me.
they weigh, baby.
I
Let me
feel
tell you
funny.
that. They have some of the nice. I just saying, I done got some of the best hair from a fat man. Let me tell you that. Because they love to eat.
Of
and
course
that
they
mouth
do.
stay
Just
wet.
like big women love to suck dick.
But it's some
Big women, hey.
It's some beautiful big women that take care of themselves and are pretty, and they
And
are
will
not
suck the
bad.
skin off that
And
motherfucker.
will eat you and go cook you a meal too.
A strong meal.
And you better know it.
Yeah.
But you have your preference. If you like a particular female to look a certain size, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because I have my personal preference too. But like I said, love comes in all shapes and sizes. But like I said, if you want like you told, you want your girl, you want her to be healthy, you want her to be fit, and you try to motivate her. And I will even say it to myself, sometimes it's hard to be consistent and it's hard to get out there. But if that's what you want, find somebody that is a gym guru, somebody that and that'll be y'all will be the perfect couple because I think you look nice for your size.
Thank you.
And you care about yourself. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting that. But all I'm saying is just make sure that, you got to think about, if this is what I want somebody, if something should happen to me, I don't want her to leave me because if I don't always look appealing to her, if something happens where maybe I can't work out, what if you get injured or hurt? That's the only thing that I would. I'm just saying.
They in the comments being.
I'm just saying.
The comments is so funny.
Big women are beautiful.
I agree with you, man. You shouldn't be with somebody just for
y'all should have told me to look at these.
I'm gonna just be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I know this is so childish, but I don't give a fuck. I used to be so nervous to take my clothes off when I had my child like in the dark. Like I would want to have all the in the light.
I've been around women
all
like
the lights
that.
would have to be off because I wasn't confident because I was like I didn't feel appealing. But what I learned is. And I was dating this guy at the time, and he was like, "Baby, I don't give a fuck about that."
He don't. If he in the bed, he ready to get to it. He wants all of that.
Baby, I don't care about that because at the same time,
just
you know
your
what I'm
comfortability.
saying? It was me, and that's why I say a lot of women we're harder on ourselves, than you are. Y'all don't really care about that, but us we hold ourselves to a certain standard. So it's like,
I like to look good.
But one thing about us, when it comes to our significant other, we always want to feel like, damn, he's gonna always be sexually attracted because all it takes is one bitch pumping it up at the gym for this nigga to be looking at, and it's over.
There you go.
Nigga,
I won't say all that.
savage tonight, bro.
She
I
kept
done
it
heard.
real.
What do we get? Bounce house body built.
Bounce house.
Walking around like a whale. He's taking out a bitch, pumping it up at the gym. Hey,
but it's the effort that turns me on. Like, cause even if you haven't quite gotten there, but I see you putting that work in, I'm ready to eat your ass alive when you get to the house.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Nothing wrong with that, sir.
Cause I know you working.
Yeah.
I caught that.
Spin that wheel.
Y'all stupid.
Hey, that went right over your head.
I so missed it.
Y'all said it's gonna be a good ass show, goddammit. Mr. Boom.
Hey, what are those 2 in a row?
It didn't land on you. I took a shot and passed it to you.
Damn.
You gotta take a shot.
Oh, you want to take it?
What you want
I
a
can
shot
play
of?
first and see who I want to give it to.
Okay.
No. You can't do that. That's not the rule.
We have rules now.
Nah, you can pass it to the person first. You don't get to set them up.
Let me get a
Well,
shot.
you just want a shot. Yeah, he just want a shot.
The crown is
Yeah,
right. You want the crown?
is the crown in the box or is it over
the
there?
crown in the box?
It's down there.
Boom.
I can't play it first. You said
That's cheating.
It ain't cheating. He want to take a
Nah,
shot. Let
give
him
it
take a
to
shot.
Echo.
Yeah,
He the only one that
Echo,
has
Echo ain't got pick. Give Echo a chance.
all right, here you go. What? Click 5, right, for Echo?
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
watch you take that shot though first.
Oh yeah, you got a shot first.
I need a
Yeah.
shot.
You need a.
Y'all said it's gonna be a good show. I see.
Yeah.
Y'all have some interesting minds. I am learning about you guys. Some
we
things
learning.
I like. Carm, I'm gonna have to reference you later after the show because
Yeah. We gonna give you the real. That's all.
Boom, man. What is that?
Fuck y'all got going.
You made me take it.
You
I
pour your
poured a
own.
glass.
You pour your own and you
You
took
made me
it.
We still got a show to conduct, fellas.
All right. I ain't gonna overdo my producer, man.
Right.
But hit me.
Here,
off,
hit
but,
yourself. Did you want me to hit yourself? All right.
All right, clip number 5. This one for Echo the Model.
So I guess I'm just wondering, why do men avoid the topic of marriage unless it's forced onto them?
Why do men avoid the talk of marriage unless it's forced? So is it A, women are usually ready before us? B, we don't avoid it, we're not just stressed about it? Or C, because we be okay with it never happening?
All of the above. Like, men don't really give a fuck about marriage like that. I just me personally. I know women have been sold this dream of getting married and husband and house, car, dog, and all that shit. Men, when have we heard anything about getting married?
And when we got with a woman.
When we got with a woman, exactly.
Real shit.
We still get pussy without getting married. So, but see, that's where the shit changed. That's where the shit changed. Because you supposedly only get the pussy once you got married, but y'all started giving the pussy up before then. So, if that was the prize and I'm getting the prize before the you know what I'm saying, before the marriage, why am I getting married?
Okay.
That part.
Oh shit.
At the camera though.
Looked right at him and said that part.
The leverage is gone.
Let me tell you how much I've missed
leverage is
from
gone.
Got him.
Hey, I mean, he got a valid point.
He said the leverage is gone.
Yeah, because if you made us work to get that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why are y'all scared of commitment?
We ain't scared of it.
Okay, so you okay with
Yep.
being in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, y'all normally ain't the ones trying to get into the relationship. Most times it's like you just kind of fall into the shit by like, well, I guess we've been together for so long. I've been fucking you the longest.
The
so
question is, what's the reward of marriage?
What is the reward?
What is the reward?
For a man, what's the reward of marriage for a man?
I can't speak for a man because I'm not a man. That's something y'all have to answer.
Okay, so what's the reward?
But what are you
Well, you're
giving us
married,
different
so I
that
think
you
you
wasn't
should
giving us before
There
the
you go.
marriage?
You're the married.
Yeah,
I want y'all to answer
I'm
too.
interested in your
Y'all were
perspective.
never
I'll
taught
give
about marriage before a woman?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Ever?
Yes.
So y'all daddies wasn't married. They wasn't in the marriage.
My
Nobody
folks was
ever
married, but
told
they
you
wasn't
about
like,
a
yeah,
marriage.
you need to get married.
Nobody ever told y'all about a marriage
My
before a
father
woman.
was married to my mother my entire
Right,
life.
y'all
If y'all
said you never
parents told
thought
y'all about
it before a
relationships.
woman.
But
Is it- I'm
listen,
just
my
trying to
father
say.
was married to my mother my entire life, but me growing up under the expectation that I was going to get married was never something that was forced on me.
It wasn't.
No.
Okay, we're talking about forcing. That's different. The clip said you were never taught about marriage.
And I'm telling you, as growing
taught
up,
and
growing
forced
up,
is two
watching
different things.
That's what I'm telling
We
you.
know what it's
Growing up-
about.
Growing up, watching a marriage,
okay.
you observe a marriage, but it's not something that's an expectation of you.
There you go.
Now,
Like
your
Pops
mo-
wouldn't
your
like-
mom and your grandmother expect it
Yeah, I get
eventually,
it.
but it's not something that's gonna come up like it would
for
for a daughter.
female, yeah.
For your daughter, you're gonna be taught grooming her from a child
Yep.
to be prepared to be a wife. That's not something that happens with men. Men get groomed very jaggedly.
Yeah, to
for that.
work hard, make
Well, I mean,
money.
yeah, because most times we
Y'all
all
don't
talk.
get taught about your family though. Like you gonna have a family, so you have to work hard.
But
that
that
doesn't
has
go
nothing
with
to do with
marriage.
That has nothing to do with
Has
marriage because
nothing
there's
to
a
do
lot
with
of families that
Oh,
ain't
illegitimate
got nothing to do
children,
with
huh?
marriage.
It's the reality though. Men, but look, women are groomed from children to be
I don't
wives,
think.
nurturers,
Helpmate servants to they.
Wait a
No,
minute.
real
Wait.
shit.
I said,
I'ma say it. I'ma say it. I'm gonna say
Fuck
it.
it up. Look, listen, Sean was doing this, and then Echo said,
But I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it $1.
they're not trained to be no servants, bro.
But we trained to be providers. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
a trade
That's
off.
true.
Like
Right.
we're the ones who got to do the bulk load.
Providing for your family.
but that has nothing
You
to do
are
with marriage,
included.
though.
Illegitimate children.
That has nothing to
Y'all
do with
hear me?
marriage.
They tripping.
That has nothing to do with marriage.
Barely.
It really has nothing to do with
That has
marriage.
nothing
at
to do
all.
with marriage.
I
It was never
mean,
brought up to me as a child being raised. My
But-
parents divorced when I was 9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, my father never remarried. My mother remarried, a few times. She
Pop's
still-
living his best life, ain't it?
Well, listen, he's happy. My mother's happy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They just took 2 different paths. But, like,
He ain't in no hurry to get married again.
he never remarried.
When you said he got divorced
I
at
was
at
9.
9,
Yeah,
yeah,
when I
it's
was
been
9.
20 some
Like
odd years.
40 something years.
I just don't want to get married and
40-something
be
years? How old are you,
disappointed.
nigga?
You gonna say this nigga 50?
But
What
Well,
you say?
it ain't been that long.
I was just saying,
Man.
I want to get married.
Mhm.
And if it's in my future, I pray that I experience that. But I am okay if I don't, because I don't worry about what other people say.
Mm.
And I've had to learn to not worry about, because when I was in relationships, I was so focused on, and that's why a lot of shit I allow as far as being mistreated, because I was so worried about failing and worried about other people seeing me in this relationship failing or breaking up and trying to hold the family together. So now I would love to be married. I want to be married. I want to experience it, not just only the ceremony and all the shit that you paid. I want something genuine, but I want him to feel like you're the only one I want, and I want to take it to that level. Now, if we don't get to that level and he still feels that way, I'm okay with that. Some people feel differently about that. They feel like if you playing house, you should be married, or if da da da.
Right.
Me, I'm all about a bond more than a title.
That's just what you just said. Is that something that you heard in your childhood?
I mean, to be
Or
honest,
growing up, I should say.
Because of the way I was brought up in foster care, stability is not something that I'm used to.
Now that's different.
My
That's a
mom
different perspective.
has been married multiple times, and I'm admitting this to you guys. I don't even know my biological dad, to be honest.
Yeah.
That has always bothered me. So when I had kids, that's why I might have acted crazy with my kid's daddy, because I wanted something that I never had with my
Right,
kids.
you
I
feeling
want
that
y'all
you
to
wanted your
have
children to
stability,
have-
right? I wanted them
Yeah.
to have that.
Yeah.
I wanted them to have the same. They know their dad. I didn't want them to have different fathers. I never was that girl. So I fought so hard for something I never had, and maybe that was my failure. If depending on how you look
that's
at
just
it.
protecting your seed.
Yeah,
My
and-
question though is, up until this point, was your expectation of marriage is something that you had to do?
I was never taught that because I was bouncing around in foster homes, so nobody ever taught me that.
You didn't have a
But now that I have learned from the streets and different friendships that I have experienced, and I am grateful for that, and even watching TV and other things, I would love to be in a marriage. I want a man to love me enough to say, I want you to be my wife and you're all that I want. Now, I'm scared to death because I've been in a lot of situations. I do have trust issues. And to be honest, I don't know if I will ever find true love or happiness because I've been hurt so many times. So every time that I'm in a dating situation, I'm always holding my breath like, damn, is he gonna fuck up? Or I'm just sitting back waiting on the countdown to when this shit gonna be over. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just being honest, but to answer your question, I really want to be married. And for people that I know that are married, I take my hat off to those people because I feel like you went through the trenches and the fire and probably against a lot of people that probably did not support you to say this is what we're going to do. And even I have a best friend, she's married, and we talk every day, and she tells me a lot of shit that her and her husband go through. Like I tell her, as one of your friends that has never experienced marriage, I don't give a fuck what you decide to do with your husband because he hasn't been always the best husband. I told her, because I don't have experience in a marriage, I'm not going to look down upon you for your reasons or your decision to stay in that because I have no experience. I want what you have. I may not agree with what you go through all the time, but because you're married, I don't want you to feel like you can't talk to somebody or have that open door relationship with one of your friends. And I'm not going to kick you down, but I do want to be married. I do want to experience that. And I'm hoping one day that I do, because I mean, every female wants that. You're taught, like she said, you have family, you know, the man provides, you have the ceremony, you have the wedding, and you find a man and you be what is that, monogamous with that person and all of that. But a lot of times in this day and age, it's not happening like it used to back in the day.
That's where I was going. That's where I was about to go.
Here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so can I speak just
Yeah.
on a perspective of representing marriages, right?
Absolutely.
Currently married.
First,
done it before.
But you can speak on it too.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well,
so what I want to say is, first and foremost, men and women aren't brought up the same as far as the expectation of marriage.
Yeah.
Women are kind of preconditioned to desire marriage. Therefore, to answer that clip, yes, it's going to be something that a woman feels like she has to force into a conversation with a man because it's not something that's in the forefront of his expectations of this relationship. Men are groomed to be providers, protectors, and nurturers. We're not
for who?
For your family, but family and marriage aren't one and the same to a man.
Yeah.
Marriage is something totally different from your family.
Family's my sister.
Family is my sister,
Boom.
my mother, my
You know
father,
what I'm
my
saying?
cousins.
Like, yeah.
If I have a child and my child's mother. Those things are all family. Marriage is something that's totally different when it comes to the approach of it from a man. Now, speaking on marriage is an institution it's like a two-sided blade, right? It's something that once you become mature enough as a man to understand what the institution of marriage actually represents, then you can see the value in it. You can see why a woman would be so gung-ho about achieving that goal in her life, because you're presenting something to only a man can make a wife, right? So it's something that
not these days, but yeah.
But just in traditional sense, right?
Yeah.
You understand the value in that as you mature, as you experience more relationships with more women, and you see that this is something that they're yearning for, and you understand a different perspective on it. But naturally, no, it's not something that men are it's not in the forefront of our minds. I would also say this is that two-sided of it, right? Once you get on the other side of being married as a man, you understand that you're providing something for your woman, right? This is your God-given woman. You're providing something for her that will never be fulfilled by nobody else ever. That's your thing, right? That's
supposed to be anyway.
If you with the right person,
Yeah.
it is. It's not supposed to be about it. It is, right?
Yeah,
but
with the
what
right
happens
person.
is society is constantly attacking marriages, right?
Yeah.
It's not people failing marriages. It's society attacking marriages and finding its way into those voids that aren't connected.
Tempting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Not even I wouldn't say tempting. It's
Can you define society attacking marriages for me?
I absolutely will. When you're in a marriage, first people celebrate that you're getting married, right?
Right.
But how many of them actually show up to your wedding? Not a lot. You know why?
I wouldn't know.
Talk your shit,
Really?
boy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If I invite your motherfucking ass, you better be there.
When you announce that you're getting married, the world throws flowers at y'all. Everybody's celebratory for you. But that's only because they're doing it because it's a spectacle. They want to be able to say, well, yeah, I congratulated them. But once you have that wedding, a lot of them won't even show up. People that RSVP'd in your family won't be there because no one cares. It's the same thing as success. Marriage is seen as a successful thing that you've accomplished in your life. Most people don't care to see you celebrate your successes. They're not
Yeah,
going to
that's a
celebrate them with
fact.
you.
That makes
It's
plenty
the
sense.
absolute truth.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Then once you get on the other side of that marriage, this is the societal part of it, right? Society will have you believe that being a Megan Thee Stallion or being a Tory Lanez or being this rich famous person who can intermingle with whoever you want is the norm, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
That's not the norm at
And
all.
regular people think that shit is normal. Like this, why am I not experiencing this?
When you think about that, okay, so if that's the exposure that regular people or people who don't believe in the institution of marriage are being exposed to, what are you fucking surrounded by? You surrounded by people who have this very isolated mindset that what you doing is some weird shit. That's some shit that's okay, that's cool, that's old. What we doing now, we being free. It's almost like going back into the 60s and the 70s. Everybody living free and doing what they want, dating who they want, being how they want, right? But marriage falters from that because I can't push the agenda of a marriage in a society that doesn't represent it.
Right.
That's just not how the shit go. So when you in a marriage, you isolated on that island of fucking alone. That's why marriages fail, because once you get to the other side of it, you realize you are alone.
It's y'all.
It's just you and your spouse.
Yeah.
Now when all these issues comes up, you can't run and go and talk to your friends about
Because
it.
they
No
don't know
matter how
nothing
much
about
they're
it.
your significant friends, they're not living that same lifestyle.
Yeah, they can't give you
They
no advice on
can't
that.
identify with what you're going through, because whether you believe it or not, being in a relationship and being married are two different things.
That's true.
Totally.
That's why I told my best friend this morning. I was like, you're married, and even though she tells me a lot of stuff that her husband does that I don't agree with, because I know this is not shit that a man's supposed to do, whether I'm married to the nigga or not. This is not what any man that loves you is supposed to. However, what's gonna always keep me and her separate is because I tell her all the time, and she don't even have to say it. I say, sis, you are married. I am not. So I can't speak on an experience or something that I haven't been through and I know nothing about. And I'm never going to make you feel like you're wrong. I'm not going to question your marriage because I'm not married and I've never made it that far to where you've been at. So I don't want you to ever feel like that you can't talk to me about stuff that's going on, regardless of what he do. And no matter how I feel, because I love you, I'm going to always be here and I'm going to always listen, because I want to be married. But I'm learning from you because I know what I don't want to go through. But if I do go through that, I need to know how to get through it.
Don't set false expectations of your marriage based on your friends' experiences.
I'm not. But the thing is, you know how you listen to somebody's situation in your mind, you like, this is not something I want to go through, and this is not something I know I don't want to see my friend go through. But at the same time, I'm not the type of friend to be like, well, girl, you should just get up and leave, and girl, you don't need to be dealing with that and this and that. It's the fact of you're not, when I know I don't have any expertise, I'm not going to speak on something I know nothing about.
Can I give you some advice? I respect what you're saying. My advice to you would be, next time your friend comes and talk to you about things that's going on with her husband, tell her to take her ass home and talk to her husband.
Well, this the thing. When you dealing with somebody that there's a lack of communication in the marriage because this person is doing what the fuck they want to do, and it's a level of disrespect, that advice is not
She needs
going
to vent.
The thing is it is. But when you're talking to somebody that's not listening, or you talking to somebody that continues to do the same shit that they've been doing, and you keep getting the same results.
Selfish, unwilling
Exactly.
to hear you.
And I let her know how I feel. Cause I'm not gonna be the friend that's not gonna tell you like, girl, you come on now, like you a good. I let her know. I lift her up. I don't
want you to think that I'm attacking you as a friend.
No, I'm saying I let her know you a good woman. You don't deserve that. And if he continues with this type of behavior, at some point you're gonna get tired, and he's gonna lose his family if he continues going about this. I want y'all to work, but he got to change too. But a person get tired at the end of the day. So I want y'all marriage to work, but I want you to be happy at the same time.
Let me say this. And this is also stemming from an experience, right? But I'm gonna keep my personal feelings out of it and just talk to you about what you just said. Right? In that case, that friend is actually damaging her marriage and her relationship with her husband, despite what he's not doing in that relationship. Because although he's not communicating in that relationship, if she isn't communicating with him or trying to find some kind of constructive way where they can communicate, it's not doing any good to her marriage.
Exactly.
She's doing good to herself by talking to you. She's doing something that's purging her of these feelings and these energies, and
she
all
can
that.
get it out.
And then
She
she's
can't
going
get it
back
out with
home
him.
to the same unresolved problem.
And you're right, and I know that, but at the same time, I feel like just like when I was in a bad relationship, and she listened to the bullshit I was going through. All you can do is be their support system until they get out of that situation, because you know when you've had enough and you're tired.
You definitely should.
And my
be a
thing
friend.
is this:
Yeah.
I'm still gonna give you my advice, but I have to be approachable. And I have to be careful because I don't want you to feel that I'm shutting a door of communication between us, because I might be that last option. I might be that last person because she's already told me about other people that done shut that door. Like, girl, if you're not going to leave him, I don't want to hear about it. And I don't agree with that. I don't think that's right with no friendship. Any of my friends, I don't care. You don't have to do what I would do on my terms for you to be my friend. That's not what our friendship is built on.
I agree.
When you're going through something, I'm supposed to be there for you. Now, I'm going to tell you how I feel because I love you. But at the same time, if I don't have an expertise, I got to take that in consideration. I can't look at it like, well, girl, you being stupid because ain't no man supposed to do this and that. But hold on, wait a minute. You ain't married. That's still a factor in the whole situation now.
But you understand right from wrong.
I want to say to Shy's point, I definitely get what you're saying about her marriage and her only helping herself. I tell women this all the time. You can vent to your friends about your man, but watch what you say. There should never be a time where your friend feel like she could tell you to leave or she could tell you to do this and do that. Those things you need to talk about with your man. At the end of the day, once you done venting to your friend, make sure she's have the same level of respect for him. Because women do that a lot. They vent to their friend, he ain't shit, he doing this and that. And at that point, your family and your friends lose respect, not only for your man, but for your relationship. So I understand what you're saying. And I think that you can reach out to your friends, but it's a way to do it. You still got to be respectful. You can't say too much unless you leaving.
Okay, let me say one more thing,
real
because
quick.
I know we got to move on.
Go ahead.
Another reason why I'm not too hype about getting married. You know, I had dreams of getting married, find that one person that I could be with and trust and do all the whole nine. But today, how many marriages are lasting? Like, it's statistics show
a lot.
A lot. How many people are actually getting married?
Listen, it's a lot, but it's not most. And that's why
it's people getting married, but
I think
that's people that get married. But how long are they lasting?
That's bad information.
But yeah, I
They
don't.
ain't lasting.
Statistics are bad information.
That's bad information.
But I mean, if that's what you're
Because
going
I
off
feel
on
like-
about why you're not getting married, which that is a factor to a certain extent, you can't worry about that to.
Well, that's not
you
a
from-
reason. Because I'm still open for you to show me who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you if you make me believe you that you ain't your words of I love you are just words, and you show me that she don't even have to tell me. I know she love me. Like I'm willing to entertain
Let
that.
me draw reference to your question though. Okay,
All right.
and this is why I say it's false information, right? Statistically, right, it's saying that marriages aren't lasting as long and it's not as many people getting married as it used to be, right? But statistically, they also say that the black dollar isn't being reallocated back into the black community. But me and you both know that that's false information, because the narrative that's not being shared is the black dollar isn't being spent back into the community, so to speak, because it's more black entrepreneurs.
That's right.
The growth of entrepreneurship changes the statistics. It's always a part of that they don't share, that they don't show.
Yeah,
because they're trying to paint a narrative.
Far more marriages lasting and happening than what they're going to show you. But that's part of that societal attack on marriages.
But this too, I don't think I have a friend that's married.
All right, so real quick, so the point you was making earlier, saying that if the woman, talking to her friend, she's also damaging the marriage. I feel like she's not damaging the marriage. She's just not doing nothing to save it. Because at that point, she already gave up. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute doing all the damaging, she's not at fault for not trying to do damage control. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put on her, if he's fucking up, it ain't her job to save it. You know what I'm saying? Because they both should be fighting the same. But once he stopped fighting, now she needs somewhere to vent, because she's trying to deal with her emotions. But it can't be her fault
in a marriage,
because she's not.
You do that in your marriage.
Yeah, because that's what marriage is about. It's about y'all.
But one thing is, I don't think she will be. She should be.
Do y'all part.
I don't think she should be at fault if the marriage fall apart because
absolutely
cheating.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think
when you first made your statement, you made it sound as though she was also damaging. Like, it was also her fault, for damaging the relationship because she's not, arguing or trying to fight.
She ain't figured out a way
save it, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
She's
you.
already dealing with the fucked up shit he's doing.
But she still got to figure that shit out at some point in time.
But to what you're saying, let me try to clear it up, right? I understand exactly what you're saying. That is, I kind of worded it where it's like it's her, like she's making the shit worse, right?
Yeah, and I feel like the friend shouldn't be on fault if she's dealing with a fucked up situation. The only thing she's not doing is she's not trying to save it, but she's not at fault because she's not fighting her man or trying to hold her man accountable. At this point, she's trying to deal with what she's going through. So she's the victim, In order for you to be at fault, you also got to be the aggressor.
Yeah.
He's the aggressor. He's the only one at fault. She communicating to her friend doesn't make her also be at fault.
So stay right there. Stay right there in that point. And that point, with her communicating with her friend and not within her marriage.
She tried that already because the friend said that he doesn't respond accordingly
to him.
He doesn't change.
Right. She tried to talk to him. But the thing is, there still are an abundance of options that you have to explore within your marriage.
Right, but that doesn't make her at fault if things fall apart.
It doesn't. But even if you're not the person to knock a building down, if you the person that's setting up the cones for the damage control, you're part of the problem. You're part of what's happening. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, you could be preparing yourself for what's about to happen. If you're just moving out the way because you know the building's about to be knocked down, because all she's doing is moving out the way because she see what's coming.
But you still do that in your marriage, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You still do that in your marriage. What I'm here's what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my experience, because I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how my wife gonna feel about this.
Oh, don't say it. Wait a minute. She gonna call me. Oh, wait.
Cut his mic off.
Understand this though. This is just being transparent because this conversation could help somebody.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
It could hurt somebody.
I try to warn them.
It's not gonna hurt
somebody like you.
I'm gonna see you on Sunday. I didn't tell him to do it.
And my wife's relationship is more solid than I can ever explain to you.
Good. There you go. Cover it up. Put some
me and my wife. What I want to say is, me and my wife we've experienced the separation, right?
I love his wife.
We've experienced the trials and tribulations, like hard ass fuck your life up trials and tribulations of marriage. Seriously. And you know this. Seriously. But we handled when we weren't handling those things in our marriage, it only convoluted shit and made it worse. When we started to handle those things in our marriage, we started to redevelop strength in our relationship. We started to we started to find things out about one another and what we were capable of being together that we never explored before because we hadn't handled the shit in our relationship.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if you're going to vent to a friend, there's no problem with communicating with somebody when you're dealing with some emotional shit and you're trying to let me just get some of this shit off my shoulders before I go home and make a bad situation worse. I get it. But I feel like if you're not also handling that shit in your relationship, you're only prolonging the damage in your relationship. And in that sense, you are also at fault for damaging the relationship because you're not taking those necessary steps to fix this shit with the person that you with.
But what if you're in a situation where you're trying to fix it, but you have a person that's not either willing or tells you they're going to and they're not? See, she's a Scorpio like me, and so I know her heart is bigger than her body. I know. And one thing about us, we'll do whatever for whoever we care about and what we love, and a lot of times we will wear ourselves thin trying to get a person to act right or do shit right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing of it is and I know for a fact she's doing everything that she's supposed to do as a wife and as a woman, and she's doing everything. You communicate it, you will let him know how you feel, y'all constantly arguing and this and that. And in my mind, I'm like, I know in the back of my mind it's to a point to where I know y'all on the verge of this shit being over. If he don't change, person gonna get tired. And I know that.
I agree
but
with that.
I still, as a friend, I'm still going to allow you to vent to me. I'm not that type of friend and just be like, well, girl, you just need to motherfucking leave because it's easy to say.
Absolutely.
It's always easy to say.
Especially on the outside.
Yeah, and I'm not going to...
I want you to understand fully and totally, I am not in no way, shape, form, or fashion trying to attack your friend nor
Oh,
your
no.
friendship.
You're giving advice from your perspective, and I respect it because you're married. Again, I'm not. So I listen. And I'm taking your advice because it might be something you're sharing with me that I can maybe help her with, that I can share with her.
If your friend if she's exercised all these options to try to find common ground in their relationship with her husband,
and it ain't working,
and it isn't working, unfortunately,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Unfortunately,
that's
the only option.
Is it time to spin the wheel?
It may come to a point where your friend has to sit down and figure her out. Figure out what it is alone. She needs to figure out what's keeping me in this relationship.
I already know.
What's keeping me from leaving this relationship?
I already know.
Is it going? But she needs to know this.
Yeah.
What is it going to do to me if I leave? What is it going to do to me if I continue to stay?
And that's why I said I have to let her figure that out. I don't proposition her. I don't throw hints. I let her speak and let her hear herself say what she's saying. And I just tell her, you're such a good woman. I just want you to be happy. Now, whatever decision you decide to make, I'm going to always be here. But I want you to know that put you and your child first because you are doing everything that you can do. But I just want you to know life is short and I want you to be happy.
And whatever you decide, I support you.
You've done everything you can do. You done went to this man, you done did this and that, but nobody deserves to go through what you're going through. But I don't want to overstep boundaries. I just want you to take time and think about some things, and I just want you to make the best decision for yourself.
And also, this isn't attack. This isn't an attack. Either.
After that point, we're gonna move on to the next.
Absolutely.
All right. Go ahead.
Also consider that that's your friend.
Mm-hmm.
There's a side to that story that you don't know. There's three sides to every story.
Mm-hmm.
So, not saying that anyone deserves anything negative that happens to them, but sometimes we are the people who encourage the things that's happening to us.
That's true.
So we talked about that a while ago, like accountability, right? It's some things that she may be doing or not doing. So
it might be triggering his reaction.
That's triggering his unwillingness to communicate with her. Let's keep it at that very surface level thing, right? Yeah. So it's like I said, it's a lot of options out there for that. She can go and speak to somebody, right? Mm-hmm. They can go and speak to somebody. She can suggest that he goes and speak to somebody.
Well, she has done that.
I would ask, are they in church? I would ask.
She is. He's not. He's dealing with personal issues, and he's an alcoholic, and he's had some trauma. So I look at that too as to why they're going through stuff. So I have compassion to a certain extent with him, but at this point, I listen. She's brought up divorce. She's brought up a lot of things about where they could be headed, but not to linger on too much on this topic, but I really appreciate your insight and your advice. But at this moment, I can only let her go through it the best way she can because only she knows when she's tired.
I respect it.
All right, that was some good stuff right there.
Very, very good from the married man. Let's go.
Yes, good stuff, good stuff. All right, so we're going to spin this wheel one more time.
Let's get it. Come on, it got to be me.
No, it's karma's automatically, even if it hit. Yeah, because it hit everybody.
Have you had one yet?
Shy
had one. 2 already.
Shy had one.
I had one.
He had one. I passed mine to Boom.
He can pass this.
No, I took one and then I passed one to you.
He can pass it. He can take a shot.
You passed yours to Echo.
That's right.
Charity had one, the first one, right?
Have you had one?
So it's Karma's turn.
Yeah, you.
How is that the rule?
So how about take a shot?
Yeah, and pass it over.
Pass it over to you.
You could.
Yeah, the rules. Do it.
Run my shot.
Where's the crown? Give him his shot.
Crown.
I ain't say I want no crown. I said he need a crown.
What a shot glass.
He gonna take that shot. I got an answer.
You got some shot cups for him.
I do.
You need to play that Lil Jon shot.
Everybody.
Shots.
And make sure he don't bull.
He got to take it first. Don't play it yet. Let me see that shot. Is it a whole one?
Oh, it's a real one. It's a real one.
He could take a little more, but it's
She
all right.
marinated.
He took it already?
Yeah.
He took it already.
Wow.
Who you passing it to, Echo?
You.
Oh.
You the only one that had one.
Yes, I didn't. I?
No, you didn't. Don't try that.
was me.
No, this one yours.
She was about to slide through the crack.
I got quiet too, like.
Number 6, right? Yeah.
Well, if you end up deciding to break it off, you're definitely going to be trying to put yourself out there and date a little. And with that,
comes the dreaded first date.
Oh my gosh.
People are often nervous on a first date, and so unfortunately, they don't always make the best first impression. But how many chances do you think you should give someone before you give up on them and move on?
That was for
that
you,
wasn't bad.
Carmen. That wasn't bad.
That wasn't so bad. When it comes to being out here dating and things, because I think it depends on what happens on your first date, right? So say you go and the chemistry may not be like you thought it was, like over text and stuff. I think that's forgivable. Because some people get nervous when they get in person. Like I went on a date, the guy started sweating. I'm like, why are you sweating? I'm nervous. Why are you nervous? So that's kind of stuff you can't forgive. But if it's other things,
Can't forgive
like
the sweat.
no.
She said you can.
Oh, I thought you said you can't forgive. I was like, damn.
You got. Yeah.
But if it's other things where sometimes you have bad first dates where it's just not to come back. Like if it's an issue over the bill or just some stuff are just non-negotiable. I just think it depends on what it is.
So what's non-negotiable?
What are some of those things? I'm interested in.
Yeah. What are some of those non-negotiables?
Like, for instance, if I'm on a date with a guy and the first date, he always like, well, we going to go back to your house? Or we can go to your house where you live. No, it's over for you.
It's over?
Yeah, being thirsty. It's over for you. I think if it becomes an issue, like with the bill and stuff like that, like I've never ran into that, but I've had friends where...
issue, though?
I've had friends where, if you let me get it out, I've had friends where, the date didn't go so well, so he took the leftovers, hers too. That's non-negotiable.
What the right. Like, no food for you. I'm paying for it, damn it. I bought it, it's mine.
Listen, the date doesn't have to be spectacular, right? It does, because it's your first time meeting the person. Like, it's your first time meeting the person. And it depends on how often y'all talk, when the first date happened. Some people go on first dates like in their first week of meeting somebody. I'm not doing that. We're gonna talk for a little, at least a month or so. Right. So you have some kind of
have what you have.
But you know what? When you going on those bad dates, right? Or when a date goes left and it goes bad, that's actually something good, because you get to see a perspective of what it could be, or what's something that this person may be hiding about who
absolutely,
they really are.
Because you know what, people fake it sometimes until they get you where they want to get you at.
Everybody does.
Like until they get you there, sometimes they fake it, and it's like, are they too hands on when you first meet? Like, why are you touching me? Like, it's just too much.
I've never heard that in my life.
So how many dates though? How many dates do you give somebody before you say this one's a dud?
I'm gonna be totally honest.
Depends on what happened though.
I don't really dud anybody. I'm always open to friends. Guys are not open to friends.
No goddamn friends.
We're not talking to you. This is not your question.
But ain't that what you just said? You said
anyways,
guys ain't open to friends.
I don't dud guys like that. Like I have a guy. We went on plenty of dates. It's just not there for me. We're the coolest friends now. We still go to the movies together. We still have a good time together.
Do
ain't
you
got no
continue
bitch, or he ain't got no
friendship
female,
if you get in a relationship?
Yeah, because we're friends. We're just cool. It's on both ends. I don't think it's on one or the other.
No, it's on one end.
So let's explore that question, please.
That
let's explore that.
Sure.
That was a real good one.
Explore that one. So this guy that's your friend now, right? You've been on several dates.
That you initially
that was a dating interest, right?
Yeah.
That's your friend now. If you get in a relationship, he remains your friend?
So yes, because I'm allowed to have friends. Yeah.
Okay. And if your guy had a female friend that they had a dating interest at first that turned into a friendship, and she's now his close friend, and y'all get together, you're comfortable with her being there?
I'm not a controlling person. If he has friends, listen, just don't do anything to me that you wouldn't want me to do to you. That's the rules. You can have friends. I don't own you.
So if he
you know how to behave.
You like that though? You like that scenario?
You know how to behave.
So if he decides to go to the movies,
you know how to behave.
I'm just asking a question. If he decides to go to the movies with that friend without you, you're okay with that?
If that's been his friend since before he knew me, and he knows how to behave, and it's a respect thing, yes.
It's a lot of conditions you putting on that.
How?
Because
how do you not know how to behave at a movie with your friends? So you dictate who your partner can be friends with?
This is why I'll say that, because prior
I
to
don't see the I don't look at people as property.
But no, what I'm saying
I
is,
just don't. And how would I know they had a date interest unless he told me? Men not offering. No,
So
I'm
you
not.
wouldn't
No, I'm
offer
not.
that information to
I'm not a controlling person at all.
You wouldn't offer that information to a
setting
guy that
yourself
got
up.
into a relationship
No.
with you?
Why would I offer that? Oh, me and him used to go on dates when we not like that.
Because if
I
you
don't feel
offer
that way at all.
Because omitting that information, if that comes up later, that could sever your fucking relationship.
Turn his mic up.
That
Somebody
sounds
reach
like
over there and
insecurity
slide his
to
slider
me.
all the way the fuck up.
I think it just sounds like insecurity to me.
That is not
I
insecurity.
asked the ex about that. I was like, why aren't you more forthcoming? You know what I'm saying? It's
'Cause
one
you tell
thing
me
to
this
be
is just your
truthful.
friend, but you ain't tell me you was
Like,
fucking this dude.
Be forthcoming.
never had
though.
sex.
Nah, I'm
Truthful
I'm-
is if I ask you a question, I
just
can't
summing
ask
it
you
up.
about shit
He
that
just
I don't
summing it
know.
up.
So let me ask
Be
y'all a question.
forthcoming.
So when
Come out
y'all
with the
when
shit.
you went on a date with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
right? It didn't work and you became friends. When you get a relationship, you just cut that person all the way off. You fake as hell.
Hold on, let me tell you what.
First of all, I
let me tell
don't
you
go on
exactly
dates
what's
with
gonna
people
happen.
and then we turn out.
Let
to
me
be
tell you
not
exactly
That's on
making it.
you. That's on you.
What's gonna happen?
That's on you.
What's gonna happen is once he gets in a
friends.
relationship, the
If I
first
wanted
thing he
to-
gonna start thinking
I got
is,
friends.
damn,
I don't need
Nigga.
no more.
yeah,
I got friends in this room. I don't.
But
How
know.
many dates I went
That
on?
might
If
be
I
the-
if I
hold on,
kept
that
all
might be the
them
difference
as
between
friends,
men and women.
It could be.
the
I have
difference.
female friends, but,
But
when
this goes back
Yeah.
to that whole sneaky shit. This is why men see women as sneakier than men. Because you'll omit that information and have me in the car with this motherfucker shaking his hand like, oh, this her friend.
and they say you never
And y'all
asked me
the
though.
fucking
How is
dated?
he not?
How
hold
was you
on.
supposed to ask that? If you
don't.
never
You fucking
knew,
him?
don't.
You fucked
because
him?
you never knew.
Did you like him?
I would never
You
have
never
my man
asked
with
me if we've
somebody.
been together.
I was fucking
What
first
the
of all.
fuck?
If nothing ever happened and we just ended up friends, I honestly don't see the problem with that.
Lit.
Grimy,
I
bruh.
don't.
From a man's perspective, that's a big fucking problem with
That's
that.
a
Got it.
problem.
That's a big
You didn't
problem.
lie, but
Grimy,
you didn't.
bruh.
You
Got it.
didn't.
Because that's
That's
Got it
information
because you know I
that's-
didn't know I was
that
at
you
an
need to
age I
know.
got to go through all my dating history. This guy used to date. This guy used
You
to
still
fuck.
hanging with
He
this
ate me out.
motherfucker?
Like what does it matter?
if they're still around, that motherfucker
It matters.
It matters if we both at the dining room table laughing and joking and shit. What the fuck?
She know what you taste like. And you got me out here shaking his hand and we eating and
Y'all going to the extreme. I'm saying I didn't
Nah,
know you
we
go over
ain't.
your dating history with a man. I'm not going over my dating history with nobody. Why? You here now? What you need to know about Bob?
And so is
Timmy
he.
now.
So why is
That
that's what I'm
motherfucker's
saying.
still
That's
here.
exactly what I'm saying. So in that situation, if you with a guy and all his prior, let's say he never had sex with him, but all his prior interests
No, let's say he did.
are
'cause-
still
'cause- 'cause
around.
That's the thing.
I'm not talking about people we had. Come
Okay,
on,
let's say he
be
didn't
for
have
real.
sex with him, but his prior there was.
What's your intentions at the
Let me
beginning?
explain something to you, and I know you know this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just for the people who may not know this. If a man decides to date a woman, it's because he has a sexual interest. There is a physical attraction to you.
Period.
That is a sexual attraction. So even if we never have sex, that doesn't mean that the thoughts, that doesn't mean that the motivation to try
Or the intention.
or
The
the
intention.
intentions didn't happen, right? So if you keep him around, that doesn't mean he don't still see you that way. Even if y'all friends and he understands that it's not gonna get to that point, that's not some shit that your guy gonna want around.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's your okay.
Cola, you are now live on
We got a
Lucky's
call
Ranting
on
Now.
this.
Let me say this. I absolutely love the fact that you're secure in who you are.
I am.
I love that about you too. I've been telling you that for a long time though. I love that you're secure with who you are, but it leaves a lot of fucking red flags up for me to pick at them. And
For
it's
any man
it's not
to
to break you
entertain.
down.
I think
or
it. No,
demean you.
I don't feel demeaned at all. I just think it's a
Alright,
difference
we-
between men and women.
That's
to be
our
honest.
that's our producer
gonna
saying
answer
we
this
got a
call.
caller.
I don't give a fuck about now.
Hello, hey, we got our caller. Who we got on the line?
Hold on, that's blood of my blood.
Hey,
on
y'all.
the line.
Yep.
What up?
What's up?
Y'all are turned all the way the fuck up tonight.
Can you tell?
Damn.
Can you tell?
I wanted to say, this is why. See, I've never had a guy who wanted to be my friend just to be my friend. It's always some underlining reason they want something from me.
Facts.
Okay, so
So
I've never had a guy just try to be my friend ever.
He won't do
I've never had a
cheats.
platonic male friend relationship
Ever.
So I don't know. Maybe y'all know some shit. I don't know. I've never had it. Now on something else.
It's good. Karma knows some shit we don't know. That's all that is.
Right.
It's possible.
This is exactly why I married a dude who got 3 friends and 2 of them were his brothers because I don't have time for this.
Yes.
Like
nobody does.
I don't do female friends, and I'm not gonna have male friends. For me, it's out of respect because none of my male friends actually wanted to be friends to begin with, and for him, it's I don't trust that shit. Just to be on the safe side, I don't invite temptation or invite the opportunity. Just to be on the safe side.
My question is, when do you trust your partner?
Oh.
When do you trust your partner to have boundaries? When do you? For me, this is just the difference for me and you. I am never going to tell my man who he can be friends with. I trust him enough. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. You know if you can be friends with her or not. You know what you can do or not. It is what it is. I'm not sitting here. You can't be friends with.
I know if you don't want it
do
done to
what
you
you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want me doing it to you, it is what do what you're supposed to do.
I respect it, but I'm calling.
But I know women.
You can call.
Hold on, Shaq.
I'm not
Hold on,
controlling
I got your back on here.
You can be friends with the
Women
ugliest
want
bitches in
something
the
that
world.
men
You
cannot
can have
have.
90 of them motherfuckers, but if that bitch is better than you, it's
Hold on. He took the words right out of my. He can
So
have
now
friends.
it's about looks. So
He
if she
can have-
look better than me,
hold
I'm
on.
gonna feel
Yep.
away. No,
He
do
can
what
have
you're supposed
friends.
to do as a
You're
man.
not gonna feel
friends.
threatened.
Do
You're not
what
gonna
you're
feel
supposed
threatened.
to
You're
do
not
as a
gonna
man.
by
feel
them
threatened.
ugly bitches. It's the pretty bitch.
I don't
The
do what
one.
you're supposed to do as a man. She could be 100 times better than me. Do what you said you was gonna do when we got in this
My thing
relationship. Are
is-
you with me
But
or
you don't give a
not?
fuck about that
My
ugly
thing is-
dude's ugly bitch sucking his dick because she ugly.
Oh my
My
God!
thing
It's
is-
She ain't-
ugly,
you know what I'm
pretty.
saying?
It does
But
not
the
matter.
pretty
Do what
bitch-
you supposed to do.
My thing
Nobody in
is,
here 12.
I've been on both sides of the field. I feel like this. I am best friends with a lot of guys. Nothing's ever took place and never said nothing out of the way. Now, if they have underlying feelings, it's never been brought to my attention. We've been friends for years. I do feel like men and women can be friends genuinely. Like, have been there for my kids. And I've actually, and my thing is, I done met plenty of girls you done dated. You feel me? I'm not going to make them feel no different. I'm not going to treat you better than her or whatever. And it can happen. What happens is when it's female, it's shit like y'all are talking about, when it's shit that done took place in the past and I don't know, and it comes to light, that's gonna cause an insecurity. Or if I feel like, well, damn, she standoffish, she act like she can't speak, that might be a problem. But my thing is, I'm not gonna date anybody that can't accept my male friends, because I have plenty of male guys that are genuinely my friends and that I look at as my brothers.
Until what?
All right, now this
But
is what
I'm
I gotta
set
say.
the bar. Hold on, I'm
Okay,
gonna
go
set
ahead,
the
go ahead.
bar because I've been in situations and relationships where guys don't want me to have male friends. First of all, I'm grown. 2, I can be honest with you. Now, if you don't like a person that I may have had a sexual relationship or we dated, that's respectable. I get that. But if it's somebody to where I've had no sexual ties with, we've never been together, he's been here all my life, I'm not going to cut him out. I'm not going to act funny towards him because you can't accept it, but you want me to be with you.
Pick on me,
I'm not
coach.
doing that. Now, I respect like a bug situation in her marriage. If that's what works for her and her husband, that's totally respectful. And if that's what keeps them going, I respect that. Just in my experience, I feel like it can be acceptable because when, depending on what type of life you live or what you're into, you're going to have male friends and female friends. And I don't think there's a problem as long as everybody is putting that out in the forefront. I know who your friends are. You're not hiding anything from me. And they're not giving me any reason to think something suspicious. I think it is okay.
It's the
I got a couple
sneakiness.
different takes on this.
It's the sneakiness, but it's also the listen. If you fuck that friend, they ain't a friend no more. Oh, that like you
I
can't
agree.
sell
Yeah.
it to me as no friendship
Right.
shit.
But let me
You know what I'm saying?
ask this,
Mhm.
right? Because now I gotta come in and be a little toxic. Let me get a
Okay.
little toxic because they were shooting at me in the comments. So let
Okay.
me get a little toxic, right? How many of those platonic nothing ever happened friends do you think would decline that pussy if you
offered it to them?
How many niggas y'all think
be
would decline
honest-
Now
any
you
pussy?
smacking your lips, but this
I'm
is a
declining
perspective
pussy. I'm
from
But
a man.
listen, whether
But my
they
thing-
would or not, would your woman go there? That's the point that y'all missing. Whether they would or not,
I'm not a genie. I can't.
would
predict the
your
future.
woman go there or not?
I just feel like most times men,
Whether
I
the
ma-
man will fuck your
a
woman or
man
not.
gonna let you know if he wants to fuck you off the top. That's
Not all the
gonna
time.
A nigga ain't finna be waiting around years and
Yes,
years waiting
the
on
fuck
some
they
shit.
will.
I'm sorry.
Charity, they're telling you can't have friends, basically.
Well, that's all they
Look, you can't have friends, basically.
Well,
Well,
that's,
Look at the reaction.
well,
gonna be cool.
And that's why y'all go through the shit y'all go through. Because of the shit that y'all can't
wait around for no shit.
I'm just saying, if I know I like a person, I want to fuck them, I'm going to let them know. But you only going to know. Okay, so you going to sit around not knowing if this person going to fuck you. You want to fuck them, but you ain't let them know that you want to fuck them. That's basically what you're telling me.
That's what nice guys do.
They don't sit there and let you talk about all the big dicks and whatever you done had. Like, oh, for real, girl?
But, I mean, it may be some.
And
I mean,
one
you might
time
be right, but this
that you get vulnerable.
But that's,
and you want to come over there, can I come over there and, cry on your shoulder and whatever, you sure
that
can.
has never happened to me. I'm just saying.
I got you, girl.
I'm just saying. I feel like it is men out there that are like that.
That shit
but
happens.
as women, my thing is this: at the end of the day, if I know I want to fuck a nigga and you look at me and I'm in a friend zone, I'm gonna either go ahead and shoot my shot. And you'll let me know why I'm standing, but I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, man, I want to fuck the shit out of him. I'm just waiting. I'm just saying, period.
But that's the difference between
still
men
feel
and
like
women,
men
though.
and
That's
women
it.
can be friends. I still feel like that.
They can. We're
They
not
absolutely
we're not
can. We're not
debating
debating
that. We're
that.
not
They
debating
But
that.
yes, and it's gonna be people that's gonna want to fuck you. Hell, it's bitches that might want to fuck me. I mean, I can't help it. When a person is sexually attracted to you or find someone attractive, whether it's your personality or whatever it may be, so be it. But at the end of the day, like I said, if I'm in a relationship, I respect my man. If I know me and dude, me and him been together, or whatever. I know there's a boundary that can't cross because I wouldn't want him to have no female that they done fucked or you hollering that's your sister, but y'all done took it there. Okay, that's not your sister at that
I've
point.
been
Y'all
a
took
brother
it there.
many a time.
Well, that's
It's
it.
a lot of niggas out here right
And that's
now.
some low down
brothers.
shit. That's some low down shit.
Let me just tell you this. It might be low down and sleazy from the perspective of a woman, but understand that through
I don't call me and I fuck my brothers and we cool. Like that
Listen,
ain't my brother. At
I'm
that
telling
point.
you,
but
it
that's
happens.
that's you personally,
It
and I respect
happened.
that. But that shit is a thing. You have to accept that right
Yeah,
now on this show.
but
That's
I'm
a
saying
thing.
in my
It
relationship,
happens.
All right.
Damn it, I was about to go in. Go ahead.
Well, we'll go in on this next one. Is this
Yeah,
how
we
many
ain't
got
got
more?
to slap a cap.
Hey,
or
this
nothing.
shit. That was
No,
a good
ain't no
fucking
slap
topic,
cap.
bro.
Okay.
You did your thing. Let me high five you from.
Listen, you on fire tonight, boy.
yes.
Bang.
Did I get the last one?
Mr. Boo.
Two, right?
No, Shy got the last one.
I did.
You can
And
always
he
pass
passed
it,
the
Boom.
baton.
You can always take a shot and pass it.
Yeah.
Can I
You
play
get
first
lit.
and then pass it?
No.
I'm gonna pass it regardless, but based on the.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
If you're
I
gonna
like
pass it
We ain't
regardless,
been doing that all night.
We're making rules as we go.
He's
I
drunk now.
see.
Pass me the
pass
deuce. Okay, somebody pour me a little something. Now, which one
Yeah.
is it? What? Hey, can you do that? Which one we on? 7?
Fill him up.
For 5 years,
7.
I've packed his lunch every single day. Yeah, I did that so that he'd become dependent on me. Because he graduated from Harvard Business School, and I don't want to work anymore. I don't. I straight up don't want to work anymore. I don't feed him out of the goodness of my heart. I do it as an investment in my financial future.
Business arrangement.
Because I don't want to work anymore. All these women had to show off and be like, we could do it. We could do anything. Bitch, shut up. Don't tell them the secrets. They ruined it for us. And now we're expected to work.
The question I wanted to pull from this was, do y'all think, or whoever's taking this question, do you think independent women have made it to where now it's a standard for all women to be independent and successful for themselves? You know what I'm saying? To make their own money.
I feel
Like this movement, like the strong woman movement. Do you think?
I'll give it to you since you're about to answer anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like as a woman, you should already naturally be independent anyway. I don't feel like you should ever depend and put your future on anybody, whether it's a man or anything. I feel like you should already have a hustle. You should have plan A, B, C, and D. Because when you put your future in somebody else or into something else and you don't know how it's going to turn out, you're failing already. So I look at it as you should already have a way to, okay, okay, if I'm gonna work, if I'm gonna go into business for myself, okay, if that don't work, what am I gonna fall back on? Whether it's me going to school, if it's me having a second job, if it's me being in a marriage, whatever that may be. But I feel like women naturally, you should always be independent. I will never put my future in a man's hands. Now, it is some women out here that don't have to work and they have a man take care of everything. But however, what I think about for those women that live that type of life, when that nigga get pissed off at you or don't want to do for you no more, or if his shit going to shambles, what you gonna do? That's why I always feel like if you already have yourself established and have something, no matter if it may not be where he is, as long as you have something going on as your hustle and being independent, you don't have to basically struggle to get out of the hole, or you don't have to sit around here like, what am I going to do, or I'm so reliant on a man now I can't think for myself. You should always have a plan. You should always want to have something for yourself, have something to bring to the table. And I preach that to my friends, to my kids. Don't ever depend on nobody for nothing.
I agree with that, but I feel like women should have a skill. Like, let's just say the man that you're married to, dating, whatever, is taking care of you. Like, I feel like, not that you should just completely give up what the fuck you doing, you know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't have to work 40 hours a week to keep a roof over your head. If the man that you dating or are married to can provide for you, like, what is your, you know what I'm saying? It depends on who you dating, what type of dude you dating. If you dating a regular dude that's working 50, that's making 40 grand, 30, 50, and you need the two incomes, okay, cool. But if you find a dude that he's six figures, what is your 30 grand doing?
Adding to it.
Well, and that's the thing.
But you could be helping him do something that's, you know what I'm saying, contributing to.
At that point, she could be making more than 30. She's gonna be helping him just because he's making six figures. I mean, she gonna let go and forget about herself.
30 grand worth of some help.
Think about it. Think about it this way, right? You making six figures, right? And she stopped making any kind of money, you're gonna feel like you own her. She got to do what you said. Cause listen, now you giving her an allowance.
I'm not.
Listen what you're saying, right? If you're making six figures, she shouldn't have to work anymore. If she want to go shopping or buy you something, she got to ask you for some money so she can go buy you something, right? If if what you're saying is how I'm processing,
I wouldn't feel no type of way about it, because if she's helping me, if she can have whatever she wants.
But she may not want to
that's
operate
why I
that
said
way.
it depends on what type of dude you dating. If you dating a dude,
so let's flip the shoe, right? If she was making six figures, you making 20, 30,000.
I just feel like a bitch then.
Are you gonna sit at home and wash the dishes and clean up around the house?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna sit at the house and
so
clean
you're
the
being the
dishes.
bitch.
I'll be the bitch that day if I'm dating. If Oprah Winfrey look like Halle Berry.
Hold on, why y'all so toxic? Why the person? Hold on. Why the person who make less money got
that house is clean than a motherfucker when she get home? Dinner be cooked.
That's what I want to know.
Hey, listen, y'all niggas is
That's
toxic.
how he was addressing the question.
I'm working, goddamn it.
He said if I make six figures, she shouldn't work.
I have an answer.
How is me working at the house not
He
work?
would feel like a bitch, and I'm like, so you okay with
I
being a
have
bitch?
an answer.
Is this words? I'm just
if you dating Oprah Winfrey, what is you going to work for?
Please call me.
But I think what he's saying is your
$30,000,
or you're staying at home taking care of the house. It's where your value is being placed. Because if you make $30,000, yeah, it's insignificant when you putting in numbers versus numbers.
Yeah.
But that $30,000 could be taking care of the school tuition. That could be taking
and
care
the
of the
maid,
groceries.
and
That
she
could
still
be
feel
taking
like
care
a
of lot of
contributing
shit.
individual,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She still feel like she got some
she can
self-worth.
sacrifice that $30,000 and don't work, but if she's at home taking care,
She's
of the
still
kids,
working.
She cleaning. She's still working, right? Yeah.
So you're not doing her a favor telling you can stay in the house and cook and clean and be my maid.
But you
don't
gotta
make
think
sense.
about it, just because you're on top today don't mean you might be on top of tomorrow. So when I look at it like
That's why I say you still gotta have a skill.
I mean you have to have some
if
skill.
some shit fuck up, you can go bam. Here,
Unless
I
that man can put $1 million in your account and say, "Baby, you ain't got to work.
Right.
Keep your job."
But even then, like to me, I mean, who wouldn't want to wake up and say, I don't have to work and I got all this money and I don't have to? That's cool, but because I know that the way the world is, it ain't nothing guaranteed.
Right.
You should never be satisfied or rely on somebody else to take care of you. You should always say, just in case some shit go left, I got this and that going on. Even if he is a millionaire and I'm working a 40-hour job, it don't matter. I'm still bringing income into this household.
Yeah.
So my little measly money may not mean anything. That's what's wrong with people. They look at it, well, you ain't this, and I don't do that. Even if I'm with, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of relationships I've been in, I made more money than the nigga I've been messing with, unless he was a drug dealer and making money. But at the same time, I still got to worry about that nigga going to jail, lawyer fees, nigga getting caught up, plug ain't answering the phone, the product being slow, or you might lose a job. So I might have to pick up the slack.
Right.
So when you have two people working together, even though my money may not be much as yours or yours may not be much as mine, if we working together in case of something shall falter, we can still fall on and survive and pick up until you get on your feet. I think that's more sensible instead of relying on one person's income.
I get that part.
There you go. So let me ask
what
you
I'm
this.
saying.
Does that relate to your question, though?
I
Like,
wanted
if
to answer the actual question.
Right, so-
so the question was, do independent women make other women feel like they
have an
need to work?
obligation to be-
What I would say is, it's not independent women, it's just the way of the world now. Back in the day, women could stay
That's
home and
not
work.
the fucking question. It says,
I'm
does
answering-
independent women... Does independent women,
No.
not the way of the world.
Well, then no.
Now, stop
The-
taking it off of the thing.
I was trying to answer it in a way.
Say the question again.
What's the question?
It said, does independent women, does the pressure, like the strong independent women and the projection of that cause all women to have to be strong and independent? Not the way of the world. I'm talking about...
So my question is, are you considering a woman maintaining a job in a stable financial relationship? Are you considering that strong independence?
A strong independent woman is a woman who projects strong, who says that.
Who can provide for herself, who don't need a
says,
man
I
to
don't need a
survive."
man. I'm okay.
That's
I'm
not
straight out
independent
here.
and strong.
Yeah, I don't think that's strong.
What is it then?
You're setting it up in a negative way.
I said a woman who says she's strong. and
That's
independent.
not negative.
I didn't say it
You
was.
just did.
Did I say?
I don't need a
negative?
man for shit. Strong, independent women don't always say that.
Is that a
just heard the
negative?
words.
Yes, it is.
So
You
let's-
take it as that.
okay. So to
I
clarify
just said
the question,
if
what's
she
your,
don't need a man,
what's
she don't
your
need a man.
example of strong?
What's in that
independence?
Parmesan over there?
What's that?
What's your just to clarify the question? What's
Yeah.
your definition of
And
a
I don't know
strong
why I couldn't
independent
say
woman?
A woman who says she's strong
Women
and
that have to be
independent.
strong in the world is what it is.
That's
why
what
I
it
couldn't
is.
say that.
I can't define something that it defines itself. A woman who says she's strong and independent, I got me.
I think all women
Yeah.
believe that they're strong and independent.
I
And
don't think all of them do.
I think every woman you ever gonna meet,
Whether they
believes
are or
she's
not,
a
they think
strong
they are.
and- Right.
I don't think
Whether
so.
they are or not is
Yeah.
a totally different discussion.
There are
I
some
agree
who
with you.
are out there who just want to be taken care of. They don't see themselves as strong and independent.
I think whether they see themselves as strong and independent, it's a difference, right? You can be strong and independent because you have to be it, because you have to provide for yourself, because nobody's going to take care of you
But is that strength and independence?
Because the way of the world.
But listen, unless you like daddy's
What I gotta
girls or
say?
some sugar daddy,
What's the
somebody
way of
taking
the
care of
world?
you,
Hold on, let her explain it.
that's one
No,
thing.
I'm good.
That's one thing.
Okay,
However,
well, don't do.
when you said, like, I feel like some women out here taking care of themselves because they feel like they have to. You want a nice roof over your head, nice car, whatever. You got to get a job unless you got some sponsor. However, there's a lot of women out here who don't care to do that. They would rather have a man take care of them, but until they get married or have that man who can provide for them financially, they're gonna take care of themselves.
Right.
That don't make them they strong because they being able to provide for themselves and independent because when they growing up, they are brought up to clean the house, take care of the man, and the man is brought up to be the provider. So when they do anything outside of what they are programmed to do, that's them being strong and independent because that's not what's being planted into their head.
But that's what you're supposed to do. Why do you
supposed
get a
to do
title
that,
for doing what you're supposed to
but
do?
you're not brought up thinking like that. You brought up thinking you find a husband, he's gonna be the provider. Make sure you know how to cook, you know how to clean, and that's not the case. That's a fairy tale. Like a lot of little girls be playing with Barbies and they be getting married, and then like they at the house while the men go to work. So when he come home, dinner's ready and all that bullshit. That's the program thing that's happening.
That is the Disney program.
Anything outside of that program is you being strong and independent, quote unquote.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good question. If with that explanation, that's a good question because you would believe that society, well, strong independence as far as how it's being pushed, well, yeah, it kind of dictates that other women have to also be that.
Because even like kids' clothing, the shirts for girls, they're pretty. Everything is about beauty. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about intelligence. Boys' shirt would say cool, smart, strong. You know what I'm saying? Because it mold kids to be providers, and girls should just be pretty. Because when you're pretty, you find your man who can provide.
Or if you're pretty, a man that can provide to find you. I see. Okay, I see
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the program. Anything outside of that program is strong and independent.
I see exactly what you're saying.
Because you're going against the grain, quote unquote.
I still don't feel like you should get a fucking trophy.
You
for
shouldn't.
surviving.
You shouldn't get trophy for showing up, but people get trophy for showing up.
Yeah, they do.
And you can't, that's the program. So we're going to move on to the next one.
All right.
We got 2 more.
Okay.
And if it lands on me, I'm screaming.
Damn it.
Got it. Clap it up. Come on, Shy. You ready? All right.
Come on, Shy.
Yeah, you got
Dudes like to go ghost. That means out of nowhere, they just poof, be gone. You don't hear from them ever again. Ghosting is when everything is going good. Y'all are
that's
talking all
Jackson.
night.
That's-
Y'all are cuddling. Y'all are
Okay.
making plans. You dropping your hoes. He's supposedly doing the same thing. And then, and into thin air, he just disappears. Except he's still alive because he's still on social media. But your messages get left on red. He doesn't respond to your calls or your texts or anything like that. Like, that's what ghosting is.
Why do men ghost?
I can't
Why
listen
do
to
men
that
suddenly
Hold on.
disappear?
Do you want to ask the same question?
I would love
Why
to
do
hear
men-
the answers.
Why do men ghost? Why do they suddenly disappear? That's the question you wanted to ask with that question?
That's the question
All
right
right.
Okay. Man.
Men are ghosting?
Unpopular.
That's your question. Let me answer the weekend.
I'm just asking.
Unpopular opinion. Cowardness. They don't have the necessary stand up and say what it is that you're not interested in.
Yeah.
It's easier to just disappear, or it's easier to be out of sight, out of mind than it is to handle and deal with a situation.
I agree.
You wanted to pick it back or something?
I don't know many men that just be ghosting like that. That's just me. I know women that be ghosting.
It ain't about women.
But I'm saying I
Okay.
don't know men that ghost. Most of the stories I hear are from, hey bro, what happened to the date the other night? Oh man, she ghosted me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't hear most men are up
But
for
you got mostly male friends, right?
I got a lot of friends. I model.
No, I mean, so females the females never tell you a guy ghosted them?
No, they all pretty.
Okay.
What
happens,
man is
though.
ghosting pretty women?
It happens.
It happens.
I
well.
guess it don't happen in his world.
Yeah.
When you were saying that, usually females ghosting, I just try to make sure that it wasn't the situation where you only have male friends and your male friends are the ones telling
Oh,
about their
no, I got-
relationships.
I wouldn't
But
say
if you have
friends,
if you
but I
have
got
female
associates. I got
friends
a lot
that
of
tell you
female
about their
associates.
relationship,
Yeah.
then I can see where it'll be equal, and
Right,
then you
right.
can actually speak from a valid point.
Yeah.
That you only hear males speaking about females ghosting them. That's why I was trying to get some clarification. on
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now I model with a lot of. It's more female models than it is
So
male
they don't
models.
ever say nothing about they talk to you about their relationship, but never about being ghosted.
Yeah, they've never told me
It
that much
happens.
about.
That shit happens.
I guess it happens to everybody then.
It
I
happens a lot.
would think so.
It may not be. It may not be as significant as them saying he ghosted her. It may be he stopped answering my calls. He stopped responding to my text message. That's ghosting. That's all the same thing.
Does anybody else want to add anything else to ghosting?
I know I've been ghosted a lot of motherfucking times, for sure.
You been ghosted by a female?
Hell yeah.
Because female.
shit.
How about with y'all? Any male ever ghost you?
Yeah.
So males do it too then.
Why do you think
Yeah.
he did?
Sometimes you'll never know. Sometimes, you won't know until time after. I've been told I didn't know how to tell you that I was in a relationship, or I was liking another female and I was liking you, or I didn't know how to deal with my feelings, or I felt like I was intimidated by you. And because I model, of course I echo. So, you dealing with the entertainment and, different. My thing is, if I fuck with you, like, it's a level of respect. I'm never going to disrespect you. I'm going to bring you with me, or come to my shoot, come to my video, or I'm at the club, I'm having a host on, let's go out. I got a booking out of town.
Right.
But some men can't handle that. They see the outside and think that they up for the job and they're not. Or it's a situation where it just could be you might be a fucking joke from the beginning,
And
So
I
I
want to
have
speak to that
experienced
too.
ghosting from men, and it's hurtful. It's like, why not just tell me from the beginning if you don't feel how? And I've even been told this. I've even had a guy tell me, "Oh, I don't feel how you feel. I know you like me, and I don't like you like that." And then
Damn, that's brutal.
it was fucked up, but months later you turn around and say, well, I've been liking you and I liked you, or I ended up liking you, but you didn't feel that way until after I quit fucking with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people have their different ways, and even though I may not agree with people's communication skills, I kind of look at it like sometimes people are not as strong as I am or as vocal. A lot of men are not. Most of them are more expressive when it comes to our feelings and emotions. Some men can't deal with the fact that I really like this girl, or I'm so scared because I've been hurt. And I feel like, well, damn, this girl really, maybe she could be the one, but I can't deal with it, so I run for the hills.
I feel you 100%. So to piggyback on what you just said, Shay said in the chat, Echo World is a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale, it's real life for me and the pretty model right here. You know what I'm saying? We live in another, everybody's not models. So everybody didn't deal with the same kind of circumstances that we deal with. You know what I'm saying?
You want to elaborate on that? What you deal with?
I'm trying to.
Okay, get to it.
That's what we doing.
Boom, I would get you.
Okay. Entertainment. All right, so everybody's not as social as us.
Oh my God.
Our options, again, I say this just about every week. Our options are a lot different. You know what I'm saying? So ugly people don't have the same options as we got. And I don't mean to be,
Yeah, you do.
It's okay.
Just do it. Yeah.
That's the only way I know how to get it out.
Yeah, you do.
So you know what I'm saying? We deal with different circumstances. We got more options. And if we're dealing with other models or other attractive people or people in the entertainment industry, they're dealing with a whole bunch of people look like me, or better. And people are quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They move fast.
It's just difficult when you are a person,
and that's where the ghosts come in.
That shows your body, and like people can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to show my body, but it's a way to do it respectively. And when you do that, it's good on the outside. They love it when they want to get you. But once they got feelings and y'all done slept together, now I have a problem with it. Or if they see you take pictures with a certain person or certain entertainers or whatever, oh, you must have slept with them. No, I ain't slept with nobody yet because you wouldn't still be here. I wouldn't still be working on 9 to 5 if I was sleeping with them. Like, do you think I still be going to a duplex nigga if I'm sleeping with this damn rapper or, whatever?
Yeah.
I don't, and I'll say this for me, I want my own relationship, and I've never slept with a celebrity. I've never done it because I've never wanted to be one of those girls to where I have to put myself in a dangerous situation or a situation to where you feel like, oh, you're going to put out because of my name or who I am. I want my craft and what I'm working for to be based off what I'm putting out and my talent, not because I slept with you or your producer or because of your manager. And your reputation is everything. So it is hard trying to date and trying to be a model, trying to live your dream, and that's the hardest thing that I think anybody's in the entertainment or anybody's chasing a dream. It could be you have a podcast, you know what you do. Anytime you're successful, sometimes people can be intimidated by that. Or, you're a barber, you have different clientele. You might have females that coming in with their sons, and that could cause a problem in your relationship. I'm not saying that it is, but anything sometimes can be a problem for people you're trying to date because you have to interact with other people.
Yeah.
And it's not that. I'm just trying to bring clientele. I just want to be successful, and I want to get myself out there. I can be loyal to you. But like I said, I just think at the end of the day, people just need to learn how to communicate with people. If you don't feel this person, if y'all not connecting, say that. If you in a relationship, if you say that, or if you feel like, hey, I got feelings for you, I don't know how to deal with them, just say that. Don't ghost the person, because that's hurtful. You leaving room for assumptions like, well, damn, what did I do?
All you got to do is
But
say.
I also feel like there's a place for ghosting too.
All right, now elaborate.
There's a place for it because if if you don't see the situation going nowhere and there's no value there, you don't, as a human being, you're not obligated to explain yourself to nobody. You're not obligated to give anybody any closure on anything that you don't place value in. It's not my job to give you closure. It's your job to find it for yourself.
Okay, I disagree.
I don't disagree with you, but however, if I'm getting to know somebody and we stop seeing eye to eye, communication fall off.
It's one thing if I know that we're not seeing eye to eye, but if everything was going well,
especially if you were there for the fucking happening.
Well, see, that's different.
We stopped vibing.
Yeah. If the vibe went left,
so when you get to know somebody, communication kind of start fading away. It's like.
That's different.
I don't see it as ghosting. It's like, oh, we just kind of faded out.
But some people will still consider that ghosting because you didn't give them closure.
I ain't ghosting. Yeah, we didn't vibe. We just didn't vibe. I wasn't vibing with you, nigga.
Some people would call that ghosting though because people feel like they have to obligate you to give them closure on whatever emotion.
How you ghost? How we both ghosting and you ghosted me? Right. I ain't call you your ass back either.
Right. Some people like that though. Some people are totally like that.
Hey.
I think we got one more.
Okay, let's get it.
This is our last one. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
He said, "How come you ghost me? I ain't call you back either."
Echo.
Oh, look!
Yeah, let me close this out then.
Okay, let's go.
Everybody got one.
Everybody got one. Okay.
Yeah, this is my first one that I got because somebody passed me one.
I got past one. Yeah.
Well, this is the first one that actually landed on me.
She had two at the beginning.
Yeah, I ain't had no land on.
I started spinning too early.
That's what
it was. You see, Karma. Don't forget to send me that money on cash.
Got you.
Yeah, so it's right. It ain't biased.
Let's see.
A jealousy is when you resent someone for having something.
The things you wish you had. Do you act like your man to be jealous?
I do.
Me too.
Every woman likes that.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's real cute. You like, who was that? I mean, how you know him?
Yeah, that's
I love that. Oh my God.
You like that, Adrian?
I don't know if it's the Latina in me, some machismo type of thing, but I love when a man just is a little territorial with his woman.
Fuck them bitches.
Oh wow.
God damn.
It's just the I like part. I like for my man to be a little jealous. Like, it's the Latina in me. Fuck you, bitch. That's how I felt about it.
Look at the camera and say that. Because you toxic.
Fuck you. Whoever the fuck that was.
Do you remember him earlier about 4 minutes ago saying he's been ghosted a lot? This is why.
Yeah.
Now I see why.
Wow. You want me to be jealous? Why you want me to be jealous for?
She says you want a man to care about you, and men are naturally territorial.
That's a word.
Men are territorial, period. Especially if he fucking you. Once he fuck you and he keep coming back, like I ain't gotta tell you this.
But you want me to be jealous?
Or whatever. No, I don't want a man to be jealous. I just want to know, nigga, you care and give a fuck about me.
I care.
Now,
those
if that come
two totally different things.
I mean, yeah, I don't want my man to be jealous and insecure. I don't, because I want you to be secure in yourself. I want to know that you care about me, and I want to know maybe we going somewhere, but I don't want you to be jealous to the point where you like questioning who is that, because that can turn into some other type of things. But I just look at it like every woman has their own definition of jealousy and insecure and what they're willing to accept. I just want to know my man cares about me and loves me, and he don't want no other man to goddamn it fuck up what he got going on.
Well, nobody
with
wants
me.
that, but I'm gonna tell you how I took that clip. Like, I feel like she put the motherfucker in the situation as what she say. I want him to be like, yo, who is that right there that you talking to? Like you know this dude, and you brought your man in the situation. You didn't introduce him. You didn't say, hey, such and such is gonna be here or whatever the case may be. You didn't make me feel comfortable before you brought me in the situation. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't feel jealous no type of way.
I think she was speaking just on the reference of random people.
Well, if she talking about random people,
if he went to
I don't give a fuck about random people.
Like
fuck
if he
random
went to
people.
go pick her up from her job and she was out there talking to one of her male coworkers. If he displayed a sense of jealousy because of that.
If that's what he said, then I
think anytime naturally, if you don't know your significant partner, who they're like, say for example, like you said, picking up from work, if they're talking to a male companion or if you're talking to a female companion, if I don't know her and I haven't introduced, I am gonna naturally be like, who is that? I may not say it to you, But that's just natural. What's gonna happen? You're gonna be like, who is that?
I think it's human nature.
It's just human nature. But I'm not.
If she's attractive or if he's attractive,
I don't care if it's attractive or not. I may not know that person, but at the same time, I'm gonna be like, I hope you got sense enough that you wouldn't disrespect me.
You're going backwards
and do that. But I'm just saying, like, people naturally are gonna do that. But I don't care if you're attractive or not, because what I've learned, it don't matter if a female look like none or not. Nigga gonna fuck. Pussy don't got no face.
So listen,
to some degree,
she said.
But
go ahead.
if you're going backwards, like, all right, this is how I'm feeling it. I'm obviously doing something completely wrong if you went that way with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad. Have you ever been cheated on for a lesser person that you or somebody you viewed lesser than you?
Hell yeah.
I have not.
Of course. But if somebody was you think, well, like, damn, that's a nigga right there. That's a man right there. You feel a little different. But if I ain't never been upgraded on ever in life.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if that nigga was The Rock. I don't give a fuck. You fucking cheating. If you
the Rock and he chose you and I know who you are, have fun with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
that's a very different perspective.
But
I ain't heard no shit like that.
Okay, that probably wasn't the right. That wasn't right. That's
it was right.
Run that back.
Yeah, that wasn't right. Because if it's somebody I love,
I get what you're trying to say.
I'm thinking about somebody I don't fuck with.
So listen, I get what you're trying to say. Somebody that you haven't emotionally invested in. If they fuck up, then it's like, all right,
okay, you fucked up. Okay, I understand. But if you fuck down,
yeah, I'm gonna feel
that's making me feel like
some type of way either way, because I feel like even if you fuck up, you wasn't strong enough to basically deal with me where I was at in life and get me to a place that which you feel like I was good enough for you. So it's not gonna make me feel any better because you fucked up.
Or
it's
even tell you he wasn't happy and then move on.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, she said machismo, right? So when she said, the whole Latina bullshit she was saying, well, machismo, because she liked the masculine energy, you know what I'm saying? So she was like the man checking on her. So she at a bar, minding her business, trying to order a drink.
Oh, for sure.
Listen.
I'm bumping down.
Ooh, this gave me a segue.
So listen. So she at the bar ordering a drink, minding her business, and some man come by and be like, "Hey,
too much laughing and smiling
hey,
going
baby,
on
what
over
you doing?
here.
You want a drink?" She gonna be like, "Oh, I'm good. I got me." But she gonna smile and do that because she know her man watching.
Yeah.
And what she wants,
I ain't finna sit there and let that whole situation
What she
go
wanted,
down.
she want her man to be like, "Hey, baby, you good?" And then she gonna be like, "That's what I want right there," because
okay, well,
the
I
man
get it in that
came and
sense.
checked on her. And she gonna reassure him like, you ain't got nothing to worry about because I'm all yours. I'm just glad that you came up there. And you know what I'm saying? And reassure me that you my man and you trying to make sure that whoever that is
You
at
ain't
the bar,
letting nobody slide
and
in.
you know what I'm saying, ain't making me feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what she meant when she said something about machismo.
Okay,
you know what
well,
I'm saying?
I took it wrong, but when you break it down like that, I 100% agree with that.
I also feel like, let me say this. This is my segue. Can I put that shit in
Segue?
there? Cool.
Sure.
It's the same topic though.
Yeah.
But every man in this room has experienced this shit, right? Probably women too. Y'all probably experienced this shit too. Have you experienced how territorial Hispanic men are? Have you experienced that?
Hell yeah, they don't even want you
Have
dating their
experienced
women.
that?
Like,
I am
period.
Hispanic, so I get it.
Well, you fucking know then, right?
I know it, yeah.
I think that shit comes because, like she said, it's part of machismo, right?
Yeah,
it's
that's a real
not
thing.
necessarily it's not understood amongst everybody. Like, oh, he a jealous motherfucker. No, he's a masculine motherfucker
That's
because
it.
he's not allowing
Yep.
his woman to be available to no other man.
To nobody.
And that
Not
shit
on my
goes
watch.
so deep into creating male toxic masculinity.
But
I cannot explain.
It also goes back to the females too, because if you was
They
at a party,
encourage
not only that, but if you was at a party and you was like, "Oh man, this food looks good," and some other lady said, "Oh, I can fix your plate," that's Hispanic woman be like, "Oh no, I got him. I can fix my husband a plate." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like she want people to know that she can do whatever's
I got
required
it.
of the female,
Right.
and he's gonna do what's required of the male. You know what I'm saying? So all they need is each other. And sometimes they kind of play the little tic tac to reassure each other, like, you still got me,
Yeah,
right?
you still
and
got
you know,
me, yeah.
she still got him, etc., etc.
Man,
but
on one hand, I understand
it's all about a game.
On one hand, I understand it as checking the temp in your relationship.
I mean,
get it.
yeah.
But on the other hand, that is some toxic inducing shit. That is encouraging.
It just
toxic
depends on the
shit.
situation.
It was the tone she
That's
said.
all
She
I
was
think.
excited.
I just
like,
think, I mean, it wasn't specified like what specific situation, but
Right.
everybody wants to feel secure in a situation. Like, just like if your wife y'all out or something, you want to know, like, even if I'm not right there, you got my back. You know, be loyal
Right.
to me behind my back, not just in my face.
But why
or
would it
whatever.
take a grand display?
I feel like
It doesn't necessarily have to be.
Yeah.
It
All the
doesn't necessarily have to be because I've been in situations to where I might be out. I'll be talking to a guy or speaking to somebody. I'm out, and then my little guy friend be like, "Hey, who was that? I seen that hug or talk to that person. He may not say it to him, shake her with him and everything, but say it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Handle it that way.
Mhm.
Don't put it on display for everybody. Don't disrespect who I'm talking to because you don't know. You don't want to embarrass
Right.
yourself. But there's nothing wrong with asking questions, even if your assumptions are wrong. But handle it in a way to where keep it between us. That way, it's our business, and
Right.
then I can see that you were only being protective of me. You wasn't trying to be over, jealous and insecure.
Because
So
you
it
could have
just
made it something in a
depends.
situation that it
In
didn't
my
have to be.
defense, I'm only bringing, I guess, debate to entice the conversation.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm in the same way. I'm in that boat. I want you to fuck this sound fucked up, but I want for my wife to be like, oh, who the fuck was that? Well, y'all was doing a lot of kiki. I like that
A
shit.
healthy jealousy
A
and
healthy
territory.
amount of it, right? I like that shit because I feel like it is checking the temp. It is a reminder, right? Like you said, in a us way, not a big ass public display.
Where you bust up in a situation like,
Yeah, that's
the
that's
fuck is
fucking
going on
corny.
here?
Like that shit tacky because it's unnecessary. If anything,
Right.
you're showing more fault and more flaw in your relationship than you are showing strengths in your
Yeah.
relationship.
Right.
I think.
Nah, that's a good take.
I
Good
agree.
takes.
All
People.
right.
Good takes.
Yeah, real shit. All right, so I think that was the last one that we had. So we'll go ahead and start. I don't know. I don't know if we skipped number 8. Let me just clip it and see if we heard this one.
Dudes like to go ghost.
Okay,
we did.
yeah.
We
So
did.
we ran through all 9.
Went through all 9. Listen,
Yeah,
it's
so
been
let's go ahead and.
It's been a marathon, bro.
Yeah,
a
it's
marathon.
been fun.
Listen,
Right here.
I want to thank everybody who ran this race with me. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
My amazing producer, Mr. Boom, who kept up with all the clips. Your good karma in the corner doing her thing. I appreciate that. Charity the model, thank you for coming in. Yeah, and we got another model right next to her. Echo the model in the building. And of course, shout out to Bob right off camera.
It's always one, right?
It's always, hey, listen, it's always one.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I had a great time, man. Learned a lot. Got to hear everybody's perspective. It was great. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? It's what I needed. It's what I needed. And hopefully it's what you needed too for your Valentine's Day. And I will catch you Cool Cats next week.
Don't forget, Tuesday on Twitter, we got Topic Tuesday. So come check us out on Twitter. Follow the handle, look who rants now.
Definitely at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That's it. That's
We're part
it.
of that. And that's hosted by Your Good Karma. Yep. Catch y'all Cool Cats next week. Same time, same
Remember
place.
to follow the
Peace.
podcast and come back next week, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. live on Podbean.
I gotta go to the bed. Great show, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.